American Dream training, okay? Because we train and we train hard, so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal, credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket live chat and watch party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts, and this is the stream of streams. If you are a trader, this is where you belong. This is a stream that's been created by traders for traders to just basically kick back, relax, goose fraba for all of you anger management fans. It's just a stream for us to just kind of hang out and relax and talk about our day trading in the market, the good, the bad, and the ugly. American Dream Trading is owned and founded by Chad W. Christian, who is a 30-year stock market veteran. He has traded in every market condition imaginable. Look, you name the condition, he's traded through it. And the cool thing is, he teaches us how to do it as well. He teaches us how to get in trades, out of trades, and everything in the middle. For example, we had a Fed meeting today. Some of us made money. Some of us got our faces ripped off. So that's what he teaches us how to deal with, though. You know what I mean? The ongoing day-to-day ups and downs of trading. So, and the cool thing about Coach is he teaches us how to become actual day traders and not just call-out chasers. So shout out to you, Coach. Hopefully you enjoyed your day off, man. We love you, and we can't wait to see you again tomorrow or when you come on in. So, yeah, the cool thing about our coach is he's not just one of those from afar, we're watching him trade. He actually has one-on-one type style training with us every single morning. You don't find that anywhere. Nowhere. Okay, on YouTube, TikTok, I don't care, X, you name it. There is no stock market education training group that is like our group, and the community is just phenomenal. The community that he has created that surrounds him and everybody in it, all of us, is phenomenal. So he has so graciously let us use his YouTube channel to just come and hang out after the market. That's why it's called Aftermarket. You got to vent, man. You got to let go. You got to have a place to just decompress because the market is so stressful. It is for most, all right? But for us, we are taught how to get in the trades and out of the trades, so it's not as stressful. So shout out to everybody down there in the chat. I love you guys. Shout out to American Dream Trading, period. There are 3 links that are located in 2 places, in the live chat and also in the description of this video. The first one is pinned right to the top of the live chat, which is none other than AmericanDreamTrading.com. That's where you will go to get signed up with our VIP most exclusive membership. That includes all the services that are offered through this group, like hot stock picks in the morning, customized trading view indicators that are designed around coaches' untouched 2-minute EWO strategy. There's nobody in the market doing that strategy but us. So those indicators are based on that strategy. They are amazing. Monthly workshop classes, 24/7 customer service around the clock. You put in a help ticket, it is handled right then and there pretty much. There's nowhere else you get service like that. Not only that, we do weekend training. We don't have enough throughout the week, okay? It's not enough. We need more training, weekend training. Okay, you can't beat that. All right, so hey, you name it, we've got it over here. We've got all the support that you could need. Okay, so click that link and join AmericanDreamTrading.com. All right, the second link is the link to join the panel. Remember I said earlier, you can come on up here and tell us about your day, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's how you do it. We just have 2 requirements: that you have your camera on so that we can see your awesome face, and that you respect your fellow panel members. That's it. All right. So come on up here. Those awesome trading view indicators. I like the word awesome. Can you tell? The trading view indicators that we talked to you about, we will be using those tonight. So you'll see what they look like. You can chart with them. You can look up stocks with them. You can, I mean, they tell you pretty much everything. They take the guesswork out of trading. All right. So we'll be using those tonight to pick apart any trade you want. All right. And look at stocks in the aftermarket. That's what we do. Also, our amazing videographer, Carter, who has put over 2,000 videos on this YouTube channel, this very one that you're on right now. He has put over 2,000 videos on here for us to look at and watch and get all the training that we need when we don't have Coach right there to talk to. All right. And you get an idea of what his training is like by looking at those videos, because that's what we get. We get a Zoom call every day that we're in where we get to watch his screen and he trains us on how to trade. And you see those calls on these videos. When I told you one-on-one type style training, that's what I mean. When you see those videos, that's what he's talking to us. He's training us and showing us. We're all got our screen shared with him. He shares his screen, so we get to watch this every day. So how can we not succeed? You got to love it. And the third link is the one that belongs to yours truly. This is also part of my income. So if you feel like I deserve it, if you feel like I'm doing a good job, go ahead and bless the tip jar. And of course, I put the thank you message down there that it is much, much appreciated. Thank you for all of you that so graciously tip me every day. It helps keep the lights on, guys. And I shit you not, it really does. So thank you for that. So yeah, and if you're watching the replay game, the only thing that's not there is the live chat, obviously, because it's no longer live, right? But you can still join AmericanDreamTrading.com and you can still tip through the tip jar. So let's take a look at who's in the backstage. Oh, I know who's in the backstage, and I tell you what, we better don't forget to smash that like button, because we don't want this man to hurt you, okay? We got a couple people here. Here we go. We got Mark McSee, newly moderated.
I wouldn't hurt nobody. I love everybody.
We know what you said you'd do to those poor kitties.
Well, those are kitties.
Well, they count.
They're okay. I let them go.
Okay, cool. Cool. I'm just trying to look at my phone to see who this is that I'm. Okay, we got Ed. All right, we get to hear about Ed's trade today. Hey, Ed.
Wow, the apprentice is watching us. I believe he's in Australia, ain't he? Or is he in England?
Yeah, how did I get to be that big? Hold on. What the hell's going on? Hold
By eating vegetables and fruit.
on. Let's see here. Where is my cursor? I think it is.
It's right under your nose.
There we go.
Your cursor's right under your nose.
Oh, aren't you funny?
Hey,
What the
I'm
hell?
here all night.
You sure about that? Okay, there we go. All right, let's do a roll call real quick because I see a lot of people down there. So what's up, gang? Miranda and Arlo are always putting the links in the chat. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Arlo, for making sure we had those in there today. Let's see who we got. We got Arlo. What up, sis? How you? We got Mark McSee. We have got, who is up here on the panel with us. We got Ardalan. Hey, Ardalan with the big pink can. I love it. Kyle J is in the house. American Dream Trading runs on none other than Diesel Dan. Welcome, Diesel Dan. How are you, baby? We've got Mike Clark in here. Mike Clark is becoming a regular. I see you, Mike. Ralph, what's going on, bro? Ralph says, I'm coming on. I'll just be a few minutes.
Gonna
A
be
few
late.
minutes behind. Got it. Thank you. We got Ray Money. I love the name, Ray Money. What's going on? Love it. He says, hello, ADT family. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Ray Money, for reminding everybody of that. Thank you very much. Bucket. We got Bucket in the house. He says, sup, ADT? Sup with you? And once again, we've got Mark McSee. We've got James L. What's up, James L? How are you? I won't say it again today, Francis L. Thanks, James L, for being here, honey. Carolyn Chicken Wraps. What's going on, baby girl? How are you? We've got Victoriano down in the chat. What is going on? We got Chicken Nugget. I love that we have all these. Mark, did you like my impersonation?
Loved it. I loved it.
We got all these chicken names down there. I figured, pay homage, right? We got Thomas down in the chat. Welcome, Thomas. Welcome. We've got Machine Man. Isn't that a song? I think it is. I can't remember the band, but you know who I'm talking about. Welcome, Machine Man. Lovely name. We got Edward Eaton, who is now up on the panel with us. We've got Never Again. I don't even need to look at it. Never Again, Volunteer Yourself. Welcome. Glad to see you today. We have got David G up in the house. We got Special K. What up, baby girl? How are you? We've got Patience for Pennies in the house. Welcome. Who else? We've got the Apprentice in the house. Welcome. Okay, I'm not gonna do the accent every time. Okay, I won't do it. I love the name though, man. I love that you chose the Apprentice. All right, James, number one. You are number one. Miguel Lara, what's going on, Miguel Lara? How have you been? What are you doing so far down? Normally you're kind of up there, aren't you? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Arlo. Xmoto, let's go! Woo! We got Eric Smoto in the house. Was that loud enough? Hold on, let me move my mic. What is going on, Eric Smoto? He's got the let's go with like 10,000 O's in there. They look like cookies, Eric. We've got Santiago. What's up, Santiago FR? How art thou? We got Freddie. What's going on, Freddie? Freddie. I said Freddie, not Freddie G, but Freddie. Hi, Freddie. How are you? We've got Billy Mack. Billy. Oh, Billy Mack. When are you coming back? Billy, welcome. I love the name. Bubbles. What's going on, Bubbles? How are you? Hey, it says Bubbles and not oh my God behind it. Is that the real Bubbles? Will the real Bubbles please show your face up here on the panel? Hey, what up, Miranda? Hey, girl, hey. Don't tell Christina I said that. She might get mad. All right. You know what? I don't want my phone to die, so let's plug it in. Okay. So, I had a very interesting day today. How about you guys?
Tell us more.
Like, what do you want to know?
Oh, everything. Everything.
No. I don't know that I want to go.
Everything
All right.
that was interesting.
Well,
Oh,
let's turn
by
that
the way,
music down.
good afternoon, Eddie.
What's up, big guy?
Okay, so I won money, then I lost money. I know we're not supposed to be trading on a day like today, but it was so cool, wasn't it? I mean, to see the candles go up and down, we knew it was going to happen. But I got in on a candle and I, made a couple dollars going up. I won't go into the loss, but it wasn't pretty. But I know better. I should not have been trading. I should not have been trading today, but I'm in a situation where, and you know what? I hate sounding like my old self with this because I had gotten past this, but a financial responsibility came up and I thought I could make a few extra dollars trading with the volatility of today. And while I did well initially, I maybe over traded a little bit and tried to get a little bit more and ended up putting myself, negative. So yeah, it happens though. It happens and we learn our lessons and we learn them hard. And, it's nothing to mess around with. Fed days are nothing to mess around with, guys, especially if you're a brand new trader, so it could have been a hell of a lot worse, but I'm just going to thank my lucky stars that it wasn't. And I'll just know not to do that again. You know what I mean? Fed days, you can use the volatility if you're somebody like Nate who has hot keys and can get in and out. But when you're using a platform like Robinhood, it's not always. I know. You guys are probably like, you tried to trade the Fed on Robinhood. It is what it is. It worked the first time, but it's not something that you want to play with. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. How'd you do today, Mark?
I didn't trade until the Fed meeting.
Okay, now, I didn't either. Actually, I waited for it.
I wasn't going to trade at all. But
yeah, me either.
Because the reason for that is because I've looked back through my journal for every Fed meeting, and it's never went well for me. Now, granted, I know more now than I did last quarter or quarter before that.
Yeah.
And I saw opportunities there, but it never ended well for me. So I just already had my mind made up. If I didn't get anything in the pre-market this morning, which I did miss an opportunity, but dogs stopped me from that. But anyway, I didn't do the pre-market like I had planned to.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed whenever the news conference was going on and everything nosedived, and then it popped back up. I jumped in on I just did one quick one contract on Google, made 17% on it in a matter of
Okay.
probably wasn't even a couple minutes.
Nice.
Soon as it started to pull back, I dumped it, and it did dump right out. Then that's when everything went way down red. That big dive down red.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I made like $30 or something. It wasn't,
I'm going to tell you something. Had I stayed in that call, had I stayed in that put, yeah, that would have been an account changer. That would have been a life changer.
Should have done the Qs. Man, that one really dropped too. Dropped $5 initially.
Yep.
I wasn't going to trade at all other than in the pre-market, and I ended up
I wasn't either.
I didn't get a trade in the pre-market, so
yeah,
I just watched.
So those of you that graced the tip jar tonight, thank you. thank you. You have no idea. Ed, how'd you do?
I did pretty good, I guess. I did 23.96 on MINM. I got stopped.
Wow.
I got that in the morning.
Give me the bell on that, bud.
Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
after that one, I don't, and it rocked after that. But I don't go back in. I don't know. I'm afraid to go back in. I see
Good
those
deal.
chances
Yeah,
drip,
I was about to
Hmm.
say,
drip
don't
down.
overtrade. That's good.
So I just kept my $23 and went on my
Hmm.
way. And then I had another one I've been watching, this ADM.
Hmm.
So I grabbed a call on that, and it was cheap. And I did $25 on that. And at the end of the day, with all that volatility, I did take a SPY, a 495 SPY February because of all the fluctuating when it
Yeah.
was down.
Yes.
And I just sat on it, and I wound up making 43.88 on that damn thing.
Oh wow, we got to give you another bell. Really?
I'm doing pretty good, but
Okay.
I'm holding some stocks too that are down, but I think we'll be all right with those. I got SoFi. I'm down.
Shares? You have shares?
Yeah, I got shares on that.
Okay.
I'm actually building a position in that, so I think
Okay.
that's going to be something towards the end of the year even more. Um, but other than that, I mean, I laid low, and oh, I did try Stoxel too, but I got out on break even because I just got too nervous with it. I was like, I never watched that stock before, and I heard somebody talking about it, so I figured I'd try it. But I wound up breaking even on it, and I just got out. I don't get
That's a
10
good
shares.
one. That's a good one for smaller accounts that like to try Nvidia to do. So
But
Why? What made you nervous about Soxel? Did you not know what the support and resistance was, or it was just too volatile, or
no, I just I haven't watched it, and I usually try to watch a stock before I trade. Like a few days or something, to see kind of what the reaction is on it.
yeah,
hmm.
I don't even know if that's a correct idea, but I mean, I like to kind of get familiar
Oh
with
yeah,
it.
yeah.
that's perfect.
That's
Yeah,
that's a perfect idea.
So
so
I've been
just
Learn
on a
how it
listen.
real
moves.
slow roll, since I guess the first time I was on this, I was hurting. So I'm
Yeah,
on a
Hmm.
slow roll, and I'm just listening, and being patient, practicing
Cool.
patience right now.
Good.
that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. That is probably what kills most traders is they're not patient. Or they don't wait for the proper setups or the right opportunities. And so, yeah, that was really good. And the fact that you had the wherewithal not to overtrade, that is really good. I mean, that's right there. You're killing some of the, like the other day, I remember you expressing to us that you had a few bad habits that you did, and you're taking one day at a time to not
Right.
do those, you
And
know? So
I'm also taking the initiative to write this shit down every day.
that's awesome,
Important.
honey. Journal.
Hmm.
That's
As silly as
huge.
that may sound, but I'll tell you, there's a saying out there: pen to paper brings it to mind, right? So,
Yep.
That's
Exactly.
true.
you
That's how
know,
you memorize stuff better. Somebody can tell you something, but when you write it, and I heard coach say this, and I live by this because I know it to be true from experience, you remember something way better and far more efficiently than if you just try to take it in just by listening to it or just by looking at it. If you rewrite it, your brain takes on a muscle memory of writing that, and you can kind of photographically remember what you wrote.
right.
So it really does work.
I'll tell you though, I was salivating when what was it? Yesterday, I think Bucket and Mark were doing Nvidia, and they grabbed it at the top, and
Yeah.
I was looking at that, and I was like, you know what? That's gonna drop. And man, I just held back. I was like, don't click that. Don't click that fucking. So, but
Yeah.
after the fact, I looked at it. I got the follow. I was, damn, because that would have been a nice payday. But that's okay. That's all right. There'll
Yeah.
be plenty more, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I got to
Mm.
get my routine down. I got, and that's where I'm starting. I'm starting from the beginning again. I just, I can't afford to keep going downwards. So I'll take the small wins.
That the base hits matter. We know
Yeah.
DT always says that. That's a thing. The base
Yep.
hits definitely do matter, and they add up. Just like the base hit losses add up, so do the base hit wins.
Hmm.
So I'd rather be on that side of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
good job. Way to go. Speaking of breaking rules, let's go over a few. As we know, Coach always tries to instill in us the rules that he uses to trade by so that we don't make the same mistakes that he made coming up as a trader. So, let's go over those real quick because it's important to not only be good at making money, but to also know how to keep it. So, hold on, we got somebody else that has come in. All right, what's going on? Is that Bubbles? Hey, honey.
Hello.
Hello.
I had to turn my thing
How
down.
are you?
Hi, how are y'all?
Well, you
I'm
don't look
good,
like my mom. They used to call my mom Bubbles.
Uh-oh.
So we're just going over the rules real quick, just a couple of them.
Okay,
First,
go ahead.
yeah. All right. First and foremost, we don't want to. Let me try to
Trade
find
on
some of my.
FOMC days?
Yeah. Yes, baby. You got it. Don't trade on Fed Day, and certainly don't trade with real money. If you're a brand new trader, hell, if you're an advanced trader that's been trading for 40 or 50 years and you are having some red days, don't trade with real money. Paper trade. Use a simulator. All right. It'll save you a lot of heartache. If you don't find success a couple of days in a row and you're having a couple of red days back to back, do the same thing. Stop. Go to paper trading or just don't trade at all. When you're having 2 red days, stop trading and start training. Get back in the books, watch some videos, and regain your footing that way. Position size. Greater reward is offered through a smaller position size with a whole lot less risk. All right. So make sure that you are not trading with things like your rent money and all of that type of thing. Make sure that you're doing the right thing and trading with money that you can put aside and you can afford to lose, that you don't have to think about. Not only that, make sure you are using your stops, right, guys? All trades are risky. Use your stops. Don't overtrade. We were just talking about that with Ed E. If you're doing more than 1 to 5 trades a day, you're overtrading. And when you overtrade, you end up revenge trading and trying to get your money back if you end up losing some of it. And then you end up trading against the market instead of in harmony with it. So do yourself a favor. Do not overtrade. If you're not familiar with shares, not familiar with options, or not good at options, then do shares. We've got Nate, who's a millionaire, and mostly all he does is share. He does some options now, but he mostly does shares. He became a millionaire doing shares 4 times over. All right. We've got another guy in here, Jimmy, started out with only shares, became a millionaire doing that. And by the way, Coach Chad Christian has created over 10 millionaires in this group, most of them with no experience at all in trading. So if that doesn't tell you how powerful his strategies are and how powerful of a coach he is, I don't know what will. He's retired over 70 people. So these strategies and these rules that we go by, they help us make money, but they help us keep the money, and that's the basic rules. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but the first 30 minutes are pretty damn volatile. Have you noticed that, Bubbles?
Yes. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Stay out of it. Stay out of
Don't do
it. I was in SPY today, and it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Had one hiccup in the middle, but it was pretty easy.
Okay. Did you trade during or after the Fed meeting?
I was in a put from this morning early. I had bought 4, and I just stayed in it for as long as I could.
So you were in it when it did that big drop?
Yeah, the whole way down.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, the whole way down.
Well, what was your percentage
my
on that?
My paper account was $1,230, and I try to do almost the same thing with my $1,230. I try to do the same thing with my money account, and it was $21, I think is what it was, or something like that, about $21.
Awesome.
So cool. I think I did 1 or something, and then I jumped out real quick.
That's amazing. I'm telling you kill me, Bubbles, because you're consistent. You're consistently doing good.
I'm watching SPY, so as long as SPY is doing okay, I think I'm doing okay. And I play the other stuff in the morning, whatever we play.
Do you have a preference with SPY, calls or puts?
I don't. No, just whichever way.
Whichever way.
I kind of know what it does in the afternoon now, and so I feel like.
Share it with us. What does it do?
It for me, most of the time, it kind of has point in the middle of the afternoon around lunchtime where it kind of goes sideways. And then, right after they come back from lunch or whatever, I feel like that's when it makes its decision more or less which way it's going to go. But most of the time it's down.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I don't know.
I see the same thing. I really do.
Yeah.
Right around lunchtime, it tends to dip a little bit, and then it just, goes down from there. But, I think a lot of that is because people are getting out of it because it's the same day. So they're, collecting their profits, and
Oh, yeah.
because if they don't eat them up if they don't. So.
Yeah. And then after lunch today, I did some running around while the guy was talking. And then I came back and got in a couple of puts again. Same SPY. So it worked out okay.
Cool. Awesome.
It's easy breezy day.
I'm glad you came up on the panel. You haven't been up here in a while. How's your leg doing? I remember
I tried to come last Friday and they wouldn't let me on. They told me no, I couldn't push anybody off. So
what?
Yeah.
Who is they? I let people on. What happened? Well, I didn't see you.
Names.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see me.
Oh, okay. Who told you couldn't come on?
Real quick,
I'm mad at that. What's up?
Real quick, have we heard from Christina?
No, we haven't.
Okay. I just didn't know if I missed it.
No.
They must have kept her.
I don't know, man. Here's the thing, and here's what kills me about it. Normally, you know how Christina is. She would have said something, right? She would have came back, yeah, that was terrible. I hated it, blah, blah, blah. But the fact that there's nothing.
Yeah, they kept her.
Okay, I was just looking to see on X if she said anything.
I'll be back in a few minutes. I got to do something.
Okay, sweetie.
If you need to kick me off with somebody else up.
No, you're good. We've got room. We can put 9 people up here plus me. All right, so typed her a little blurb. You all right? So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully everything's okay.
Good. And Linda just said that too in the chat. She said, did you get any update for Christina?
Yeah. So Christina, if you're watching, let us know something, honey. We've been asking about you all day. So Nate asked me earlier about her, if we had heard anything. So let us know what's happening, if you're okay. Yeah, we're worried about you. All right. So what is the next order of business? You guys want to look at TradingView? You want to watch some videos? What do you guys want to do?
Whichever you want to do. We could do TradingView and look at SPY real quick.
I knew you were going to say that. I was already on it.
I always like to look at SPY on the pretty TradingView chart.
It's still up from earlier. Let me move my screen over here. Okay, and now let's share it.
I would like to know if anybody would have had the strength to stay in it. I don't think so. It went too far back in the other direction, I think, for even to shed like we shed. It was really tough. Around 11, I think 1140 or something like that. 1040 is when I started.
That's what it's looking like right about now. So, I mean, it blew past all of my lines here.
Is that the 1 minute? What's that?
This is the 2 minute.
Okay.
So I had charted it out earlier, and then it kept coming down and down and down and down. And as you can see, the 9 is way under the 21. 21's under the 55. So yeah, we're down here, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And this is from this line on back is the aftermarket. So it looks like it's just kind of flat right now.
Well, I was in the Zoom and I said, I'm looking at it for tomorrow. And everybody was like, no, wait to trade another day. And I went back on and looked at it a while ago and it had gone down again. I was like, dang it. dang it, I shouldn't have listened to them. I mean, it was just paper. I was just going to play it in paper to see what it did.
Yeah. It looks like it's at 483.18 right now.
Yeah, we started out the day at between, let's see, 489.40 and 488.30. So it went all the way
Yep.
down to what? 482?
483. Yeah. I think it hit 482 at one point. But let's look here. Let's see, this lowest point. All right, I'm showing this lowest point is 482.70. Right down here.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty easy day.
Yeah, if you were into spy puts, definitely.
I'd still be in my pajamas if I didn't have to come see y'all.
Well, you can still be in your pajamas while you're seeing us.
I will if we ever have a pajama party.
That sounds like fun. Wow. Let's look at the cues, Mark. Q, 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 Q.
I don't know if Mark's there right now, but you can pull him up.
He's
This
gone?
morning, well, he might have walked away, but he might be right there. This morning in pre-market, there was Rev B. It was kind of junk until later in the afternoon, and then there was the GHSI.
Mm-hmm. I remember GHSI. Nate made a ton of money off of that.
Yeah, that was a good one. And SINT.
Looks like the Q's red ribbon is closing up, like it may be on its way back up in the after hours.
Easy day. Todd, Christina went to the hospital this morning when we were in pre-market. She thought she had a blood clot or something in her leg, so we all sent her to the hospital. We hadn't heard anything from her.
It's kind of surprised we didn't hear from her. Thought she'd
Yeah.
for a minute.
That's Hamilton, Dawn.
Good.
Is that Hamilton? Hey, Hamilton.
How's it going, guys?
How are you, man? What's up with that crazy background?
I don't know. I had to try something different here.
Oh my God, I love it.
What'd you play today, Hamilton?
Nothing really. I was in straddles from AMD and what is it? What's the TSC? Taiwan Semiconductor, I think it was. That one was flat, and AMD chewed me up. So
everybody's kind of got a story about today, right?
Everybody went through their own thing.
Dude, we are all gluttons. We are all gluttons. And the one thing about us is we're kind of like renegades, kind of like Coach. We all have the balls to try stuff that other people will stay away from. I will give this group that. We don't sit back when we're supposed to, do we?
Nope. No, it was the wrong play. I mean, I didn't go out far enough, and it just didn't move enough. So
yeah,
yeah. Some of us just got ruined. I'm telling you.
yeah.
I
was light, but yeah, I didn't. I think I lost 500 or something on the AMD, and the other one I broke about even. So yeah, that was it. That was enough for me. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Tell me about
Eric's
it.
Moto.
Eric, please come up here and talk to us, brother.
Robert Suko, Christy.
Rob Suko's down there. What's up, Rob?
No.
Mark, you're sideways.
You hurt my credibility in the streets, friend.
There you go.
All right, that's messed up what you did. All right, I'm out here just, last thing I remember before I went to sleep is I talked to you. I laid down. I woke up. The first thing I heard was, I just scalped $150 off a spy, y'all. I'm like, ooh, Don just hit him. You know what I'm saying? I'm online,
Yeah.
just Twitter thumbs my ass off. I'm like, everybody like the FOMC meeting this done. I'm like, shit, I'm like, man, we got a trader in our group just hit them for $150. They like, oh, that's all cap. I'm like, no, it ain't. Sit down. Y'all just don't know how to trade.
Well, you didn't lie.
And then you come on the show and with this. What?
You didn't lie. I
I'm talking
did
about
do
I'm out here
that.
just having a good day. I'm just out here having a good day, living through you, friend, and then you just come on the show on live TV and just break my confidence the way you did. What happened,
Hey,
friend?
man,
What
bottom
the
line is,
hell
the
is
bottom
that?
line is I over traded. I
Oh
did
my
do that,
God. I
and
don't
I
want to hear
did it.
that. I don't want to
I
hear
over
that.
traded, man. It happens. It
Uh,
happens. I know. Hey, you
I'm
I'm
not
the
even
one sitting there
logging
with
in
the
tonight.
law.
I'm not logging in tonight. You made a lie out of it. No, you broke my confidence.
How did I make a liar out of you, Mark? How did I make a liar out of you? I
Because I
actually
was
did that.
repping. I was repping.
Huh?
I was repping off your win day.
Okay.
Then next thing
Well,
you
you
know,
can
you
still rip
killed
off
me.
of it. It's not like I lied
Damn.
about it. It did happen.
What the
There's
hell,
some
friend?
things that happen. There are some
What
things that
happened?
happen
What happened?
subsequently. I overtraded. It's that simple. Yeah. I went in with a heavier position based on trying to repeat what I had just done. Because
Why you didn't
quite frankly,
channel your inner Nate? Okay, get in, get up, get out, and just chill.
I did that in the first trade. And guess what?
Damn.
Nate don't always stop trading at the end of the day.
Oh
Nate will
my
go back in too,
God.
right? So hey,
Ah.
I went back in, thought I could pull it off again, but we all know that you can't always trade. And I knew the risk going in. So, but here's the thing. I
We
tell you
have
what
y'all
my real
separated.
I tell you what my real mistake was, not staying in the trade. Because had I stayed in the trade, my account would be a completely different size. Like for real. So I made the right trade. I should have stayed in it, because when it
It
went
was a
against
different
me,
size today.
when it went against me, it went too far against me from my comfort zone. So I got out. But had I stayed in it, it would have eventually gone back down. And we saw what happened. That would have more than made up for what I lost, plus paid me, printed for me. So I should have held to my ground and stayed in the original trade that I was in. But yeah, it happens. Hey, listen,
It
one of the
just hurt.
best traders in the world got his ass handed to him on a Fed day.
It just hurt.
So it can happen to anybody. So did you trade at all?
I didn't after your win. I was so hyped up. I was like, man, well, shit, at least somebody got him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
No, I didn't trade at all. I just,
you got to take them shots, man. You got to take them shots.
When you
And
when you say at least somebody got him, now Nate got him. Nate walked in with his bag empty and filled it all up.
yep,
all I know is Bond was
always
the only
Nate
person I
always take.
heard with a spectacular trade. And that was all I needed to hear,
Well,
If I
I'm
would
I'm
went up in
still
there
riding on that.
and repped off of Nate, they would have been like, tell me something that I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Oh
moving on.
my
I
God.
don't want to relive it all night.
The
Okay. So
FOMC was just weak. I don't even want to relive it either. You're right. Let's just
I
move on.
know, right?
It didn't even break a new high, low, nothing. What was
I
that?
know.
What was that?
That's crazy, dude.
It was funny. We were sitting there listening to the actual news conference after the stuff come out. We got to the point. He's like, he's just talking out of both sides of the mouth. Then we all start making fun of his comments every time he says something for our own entertainment on the Zoom call. It was funny. People were typing stuff in the chat. It was hilarious.
I heard you say the chat is hilarious.
Boy, it was.
It was
I
like
was
church.
listening to that. I was listening to that, trading along with it. Everything he said, that shit moved up or down, up or down. I'm like,
It just couldn't have been just bragging with me. If you would have just came bragged along with me, we would have been still
hey
bragging
Rob, I don't
right
want to
now,
keep
bro.
talking about it, bro.
We would still be
Damn.
bragging right now.
I'm the one that lost. I still feel that
Yeah.
shit. I don't want to keep talking about it.
Oh my
It's like
God.
my pocket is the one that's empty. You gonna put some money in my pocket? If you gonna put some money back in my pocket, we can continue to talk about it because I'll feel better. If not, shut the hell up. Let me go. Let it go.
I
We're
don't
gonna have
even
to
know
get
what the
those
law.
big blow up boxing gloves when we get y'all
Yes.
together.
Yeah. Jen says, look, Ralph, I didn't tell you this. Jen said we sound like an old married couple, dude.
Oh, you and her?
My wife, yeah. She said, y'all sound like an old married couple when you get
Oh,
the
we talking about
fighting.
us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
When we
yeah.
get the fighting and arguing.
That's
Man, I'm
because I
worried about
care.
you. I'm worried. I know, baby. I know. And I'm sorry I let you down. That won't be a regular occurrence though.
That's
Um,
right.
Yeah.
I'm worried about Christina, aren't you?
Y'all haven't what? She didn't show up or something?
She'll be all right. She'll be all right.
She didn't
Yeah,
come
we
to.
got to think positive.
She'll be all right.
She
Yeah,
wasn't
we
here
got
today.
to think positive.
She's going to go get checked out for medical issue. That's all.
And I know she said her leg was messed up or something like last time. Was
Yesterday.
she? Yeah, yesterday or something like that. She was say something about
Yep.
she was gonna take 4 aspirin or something. Y'all ain't heard from her?
Uh-uh.
Are y'all serious?
She's going to go
No,
get
she was
checked
there
out.
this morning. She was there in pre-market this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I
She
thought
said she
y'all
was
had
going
heard
to the
from her at
hospital
all.
to get it checked out. So we thought maybe she would check back in with us, but she hasn't. But Christina gets tied up. She's so busy, and she
Well,
gets
Might
we
be
tied up,
sleeping.
or she goes to sleep. Right.
Yeah.
plus
Or she goes to
we
sleep.
in America, so she probably just still there. You know. I'm just saying that's what they do. We're here from about 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. You get released at 8.
So what's going on with the cues, Mark? Good God, it looks like a banana. It's like a red banana.
No, don't care. I didn't play them today. Didn't even look at them. I was afraid of I was afraid of the chop from everybody. But
You got a
I
little
mean, I'd
bit
have
out
made
of fly, didn't you?
look at the. I played Google just on a quick scalp in and out.
Oh, Google. I thought it
I
was
only made like $30. That was during the conference. I'm like, I'm gonna jump in here real quick, scalp this, and well, I did. I got in and out. I didn't play. As soon as it pulled back a hair, I'm like, I'm out. I was waiting for that knife drop, which did happen. Actually, I'd have made more money waiting on that if I'd have waited on that pullback. No, I didn't even look at the cues much today. I mean, I did obviously, but I mean, I didn't. I'd already made my mind up. I wasn't trading during the regular market today and that's pretty much what I did. I wasn't going to risk the biscuit today. I did. I could have done well on a put at the beginning, I guess, and done well on a GWO to the upside, but it was still choppy. Of course,
What
then
the
there's
hell
two.
is Apple doing? Look at this reverse cup.
Yep.
Isn't
They
that
probably
wild?
just coming
Yeah, there
back
was a
up.
bunch.
Huh?
There was a bunch of those today. Look how deep that cup is too.
Yeah.
That's more like a mug.
Right? Wow.
Talking about today, what was going on with it? Like what y'all ran a straddle or something like that? Like that?
That was the stock of the day. All the ones that got together and been buying them was getting around commiserating their miseries with each other.
I was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a straddle over earnings, but
That's AMD. It looks flat.
Yeah.
Anybody want to talk about a trade they got in? We can look it up.
It seems like everybody just in a down mood because of the. I'm gonna just be honest.
He's all pissed off.
I wouldn't
I
even
thought
know.
AMD was a good trade today. That the one that Coach was in all after, could have been in all afternoon.
Yeah, it was a good one at the upside there for a while. Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
I was trying
There's
to
a lot of good trades today everywhere if you wanted to make them.
Yeah.
Everybody was just kind of like, I'm gonna
if you had patience,
lounge around in my jammies today. I ain't gonna worry about going in deep anywhere.
I gotta jump, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, all right?
All right. Sounds good. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
All righty. All right. So I guess we'll look at a couple of Carter's videos. See what Carter's got on tap for us today. I don't know, man. We might have to shut down early. Ain't shit going on. Sorry, Coach.
Everybody's licking their wounds.
Sorry, Coach, man. Might have to knock my pay today. Yeah.
Draining.
I'm not going to be on long anyway, so I got to take my kid to swimming again.
Okay. See what we got here. See what we got her. All right, Carter.
You know, the one thing I didn't do today, and I don't know why. I keep saying I'm going to do it every time. When I decide I'm not going to be in a trade for whatever certain time period, I don't get in paper trading. I still keep forgetting to do that. You know, we tell everybody paper trade, and I don't even do it just for the fun of it. You know.
You know something? Same thing.
I come in the morning and buy one of every stock that we're going to play that day, like Apple. You know, those big 7. And that way, for me, I can watch where they're going if I'm going to buy a call or a put, and it just helps me so much. Yeah. So I just do stuff like that and play around.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Weeble's paper trading is so bad, though.
It takes forever to fill.
It's
and
horrible.
Stuff, yeah.
Actually, I tried paper trading on my E-Trade account today, and it was instant. Everything just fired off.
Better?
Yeah, way better.
Okay.
So if I'm going to do any paper trading, I'm going to go back to E-Trade and do it there.
Huh. Good. Everybody down in the chat that's brand new, listen up. That's a good tip.
Yeah, and you can open up a free account, and you don't have to put any money in. You don't have to fund anything. You can just paper trade in it. It works really well. Plus, you can do all that stuff, straddles and everything in one trade. You don't have to, leg into stuff, and yeah. So it's
but sports teams don't just show up on game day and play. What do they do all week?
That's right.
Practice their fundamentals all week, right? We should be, when we're not actively trading for whatever reason, we should be paper trading. It's a good practice,
Absolutely. And right here, we've got strategic entry training. Shout out to Carter, our videographer. He's got over 2,000 videos. Make sure you guys go over and like the videos and comment on them just to make sure we get them up in the algorithm so everybody can see them.
Shout out to Carter.
Shout out to Carter. Does excellent work. Let's take a look.
Now let's look at SPY together. Notice.
Now there we go.
Anything
Bubble.
the same like with Qs? Does anybody see the full cup right here at 416.21?
Yes.
Yep.
And then here's the handle, right back to where we had marked. Remember, and I told you all day today, 415.63 was going to be critical. Remember, because that's where when we pulled below that.
Oh, crap.
Area again.
My bad.
Okay. So here's your cup. There's your handle off of 415.63. Should have the bounce back up as long as it stays above 415.63. You're going to get a bounce up to the 200 to break 21. And if it breaks 21, you're going to get a nice pop back up to this next level, which is off of this right here. Does everybody see it? So your first SPY entry was here to the puts. Beautiful. This is your second entry, which is somewhere in this candle. It popped up, pulled back. You're still good. You see how you're still to the upside?
Mm-hmm.
As long as you wouldn't.
So you would not have said, "Hey, this is a cup and handle. I'm not going to get into it." Is that right?
No. We still would get in the 2-minute EWO.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Because we're not scalping, right?
Right.
Because think about it. Typically, if we would have got in it, you could have got in really early down here. So even if it popped up and it pulled a little baby handle and then it made the next leg to the upside, you don't care because you got in down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, nope, it has nothing to do with that. This is only for either when you want to decide to take some off the table, shed, big area, shed. Don't I always do that, you guys? Don't I always shed on a major level?
Uh-huh.
Always. So there's your first shed. Keeps pulling back, shed a little more, comes down to VWAP, shed a little more, and it has to stay above VWAP. Then I could add in, because we know it's going right, it's going to go off the bounce if it does, or I just let the remaining 30% or whatever I have left ride, right?
Okay. And then on that 2-minute EWO, do you get in just right as the second candle gets larger or at the end of the second candle if it's larger? What do you prefer that?
Great question. So now I always say second candle because there's no other way to say it. but it doesn't have to be the second. It could be the fourth candle. It could be the fifth candle. As soon as one candle is larger than the previous candle, I hammer it right when it gets bigger. I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait for it to finish. I don't need any of that. As soon as I see a candle that's gotten bigger than the previous candle, I can enter it. Because the longer you wait, now you'll get more confirmation the longer you wait, but you're also not in the trade, right? And if it's already done all the hard work of flipping from one side to the other, what are you waiting for, right? You guys are in a good place, because if this changes colors, which it just did, and it stays below VWAP, I'm out. I don't need to wait 25 to 40%. You could be down 2%. If that holds below VWAP and I got in anywhere, I'm out. Below VWAP signifies what, everyone?
Weakness.
Yes.
Going to the downside.
That's right. Weakness. So that is bearish to the downside, right?
I get out, especially if I see like a candle color change on the Evo. I'm getting ready to shave or get out. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how far I am up. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I always feel really weird about the whole not waiting for the candle to complete thing, though. I mean, Coach is so good at it because he's a scalper, so he can use it and just get in and out. With me, with the Evo, this is just a personal preference. I prefer that the candle completes.
Right, for the confirmation.
Some people do.
Yeah, some people don't need it to confirm, like Coach and others that are quick. But I personally, I'm not that fast, so I need it to complete for confirmation. I'm one of those confirmation people. I want to see that completed before before it's considered.
I've been starting to load up if I'm going to get into something. I've already predetermined that things are looking, all the indicators look good. I start preloading my order for it when the reds, say we're doing a call. Whenever the EWO is red is about done, you can see it's getting ready to change over. And then I make sure all the information's in there when that first green candle forms. And as the second one goes, I would say I'm probably 75-25 on waiting on it to form the whole way. But sometimes it'll pop real quick on you and you'll miss that big burst, of money, So
yeah.
That I always do like what Nate says he does. I always get in with a Danny toe. Now don't follow me, but that's what I do. And if I see a Evo starting to form up, like say if I'm getting 2 contracts, I'll go on and get in 1 contract already. That's one of the reasons why I always have separate prices on. Like when I come tell y'all about the contracts, I got in for this one at that price and got in for that one. Because I get in early. I'll be like, man, I'm about to get in early. That way I won't miss the move. I get in with a Danny toe, and then I put the rest of it on whenever I get the confirmation. So
V. Branson's has a good point in the chat. He gets in like within the last 30 seconds of the 2 minute on that candle.
When it's forming?
Yeah, because you do have the countdown. There's a countdown timer built into Weeble that tells you how many minutes of that time period is left. If you don't have that activated, you need to activate that. It puts it right along the price. Puts it right along the price bar of the stock. So it tells you how many seconds are left.
Right there on the side, like on TradingView.
Yeah. So that's also a good idea. You
I didn't even know that.
Wait a minute and a half, and then jump in if you want to, get in a little bit sooner, but not the whole way. So, or a minute, whatever.
Really be paying attention to it.
Coach says as soon as it's bigger, go. So that could make you some profit depending on size of your trade, especially if you're doing large trades.
And then another reason why I do it, and that's how sometimes I get stuck with one contract if it just takes off and goes straight up. I just sell it off right quick, and then you know how you get that breathe back on the candle once it pops. I guess I could add on and get a cheaper price. I don't know why I do it, but I know because you got to be quick with the E1, and I'm not fast. So I use the Danny toe. That way I'm in the trade, and if it don't work out, I'm out with a small loss and not a major, right?
I don't know that I've ever added on contract counts
You
during
haven't?
the regular market. I've
I
added
always
shares
do
to
that.
the pre-market when it pulls back. I
I,
just did it last week. Bought more shares, but I don't know that I've ever done it with contracts in an open market.
I think
Usually,
I do it
yeah.
because that's the way I trade the shares.
Mhm.
Whenever I used to just only do shares, like that's the way I used to trade shares. So I believe that's the reason. I believe that's
Well,
where it comes from.
I still have trouble telling my brain that I need to shed at key support levels. I still,
Hmm.
I do. I'm very good. I'm probably lucky if I do it 30% of the time. I'm getting better, but I even have a big sign, this that
So
I got
do
right
you
here.
use two stop losses or
Shave.
one? Like when I set my trades up, I
Well,
have separate stop losses. You do that, Dawn, or y'all don't?
well, you have to cancel the stop loss and then put it back on if that's what you're going to do. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I
That's right.
usually,
Y'all use
I'm
the other way
usually,
to enter.
I'm like
Yeah.
most people. I shouldn't say most people because I don't know how most people trade, but I'm like all or none kind of trader still, and I'm still
Yeah.
struggling with that. Like I say, maybe 30%. And that might be stretching the truth a little bit on shedding, but I am
Mhm.
getting better at it. But
Yeah.
I
I
always keep two lines.
I've really
You know.
reduced my trading size. I'm not doing 20, 30 contract trades anymore. I'm limiting myself to 10. I'm just playing it like that. It's not that I haven't done 20s, but generally my average trade is 10 anymore. So
yeah.
So Bucket
Look,
said
Coach
something
was
to you, Mark.
amazing. Coach was amazing with that shedding that he did
hmm
today. I loved it. I love listening to that because that reminded me of the trade that I did the other day. And I'm like, wow, I remember listening to him do that and Eric do that. And
Hmm.
yeah, it's awesome just to listen to that,
hmm
you
Yeah.
know.
Damn, I missed
Yeah.
that.
Bucket's
I
got a
need to
good
sleep.
comment in there that he'll even put it in to take profit for like 5 contracts at each resistance level and
Mm.
do it that way. So he
That's
can see
good.
where the key levels. He knows where the key levels at. He can
Hmm.
set it at that number. So if it hits it, automatically sheds X amount.
That's a good idea, Bucket.
But since I started that little small contract, I just been grabbing two of them, and I do what that most of the time
Mm-hmm.
because Mark got on me about the entering without the stop. So I have one stop loss at first, and I just cut
Mm-hmm.
it in half, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
then I hear David talking about y'all got to give him the room to breathe, and you know how he start going into his Nino Brown mode. And like the reason why
Right.
y'all choking, y'all stop out too much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once it gets up a nice amount, that's whenever I cancel that stop and just the two separate lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that way I can just control them. I just keep one way back and just push the other one up and just let it sell off. But Bucket right. If I had like more contracts, I'd be shaving them along the resistance part. That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still work in progress on that. I just, it gets up there and then in the back of your mind thinking, oh, I'm making money now. You don't want to get
Right.
rid of some of it because you don't know if it's going to keep going up. But that's how in the long run, you're better off because then you can let your last couple run, let your runners run.
Yeah.
And I have yet to master that, doing that on all my trades.
But
So
it happens. What'd you say?
no, I was saying that when I do it, like the stop loss for me, it seems like that stop loss hit, and it just never sells you off right. Like it just like say if you have a stop at 10, it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna come down to 10 and sell you off at 8 or 9. So that's why I always just limit out. I just choose where I'm gonna get out at on that one. And to the last one. My last one I always get hit with a by the stop unless I close it, you know.
Yeah.
Unless I close it manual. Because I don't know, it can keep going forever and ever and ever, you know what I mean? I just always
Right.
set a stop on the last one. But the other ones I close them out manually. I limit order. Just like the
Mm-hmm.
same way we do in the I know we don't supposed to do that because you're capping off your profit, but
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I
Oh, you
don't
know what
cap it off
today is?
with the whole position. You know.
You know what today is, don't you? Last
What's
day of the
today?
month.
Let me see. What's the day?
Today's the last day of the month, right? I mean, today's the last day to
Oh,
sign up for
right.
your VIP memberships to be included in. Is it tomorrow's drawing? Is he doing it?
It is.
I forgot. Yeah, we got to do the wheel
Well,
on.
the chance to win what, 2,500? Is that what it is?
I didn't even bring
Well,
nobody to the thing.
I know you can nominate somebody for the wheel that Nate he does it on a monthly basis where he puts somebody in a month of VIP. He pays for their first month.
For that.
So that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Coach is having a drawing for those VIP memberships, right?
Right. And here's the thing too, for those of you down in the chat, I don't know if you heard us say it today. We said it in the pre-market and now. If you guys go ahead and get your WAP transferred over, you put in a ticket for it so that Bruno or Arlo or Miranda can go ahead and get you transferred over to WAP. If you're not a VIP and you decide, since they're going on ahead and doing that housekeeping for you, to go ahead and get the VIP, instead of paying $2,500, Coach is giving you $500 off if you take care of that and do that. So, hey, you can't beat that. All right. That's a year's worth of VIP for $2,000. Okay, Hamilton. Love you, bro. Thanks for hanging out.
He had to take his kid swim.
Oh, you gotta go to swimming. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And speaking of VIP, I think it's time, Mark. I think it's about that time.
What time is it, Dawn?
It's time for a commercial.
Oh. Promotion.
Well, I wish it would work. Promotion? Yeah.
Chris D, don't nobody use a 5 MA. Sit down. Sit down.
Oh!
This is the VIP Gold membership. If you buy the VIP Gold, it's $4,000 for the year. If you just want to add it onto your existing VIP services, it's only $1,500. We now, for VIP Gold members, have weekend mastermind class, free 1-hour text, VIP Gold help desk support. You get moved right to the front of the line. You're also going to get our brand new news service. We've never done this before. We're also going to be offering, for the first time, we've never done this before at American Dream Trading, some afternoon breakout sessions. So sign up right now. And by the way, don't hold me to that add-on price of $1,500, because I originally wanted to do it at $2,500, and I'm sure I'm going to end up going up to that price. So get ready for that price to go up. If you get it now at $1,500, you will be grandfathered in. VIP is where it is at.
Click the link at the top of the live chat to go ahead and get signed up for that VIP. And don't forget, if you're doing WAP and you sign up tonight, it's going to be $500 off. Now, how long is that going to go?
Don't know.
Well,
okay.
I don't want to speak for Coach on that. I just know that get you migrated over. If you have a lifetime and you want to upgrade to VIP, then there's a link thing. So
what was
I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, I am a VIP Gold member, as is Dawn. And I tell you what, we've been having these Saturday sessions, extra training for those who can attend and want to. David has just been knocking them out apart. It's mind blowing. The other education that you get from Saturday. Well, you know how David.
I feel like I'm in a one-on-one.
Now we're deep diving. We're deep diving into things. You know, it's like a one-on-one kind of.
I feel like I'm in a one-on-one.
Yeah, he is just killing.
He go without breathing.
Yeah, sometimes.
We love you, David.
Shout out to David.
I'm not one to talk. I do the same thing, but yeah, it's just that, and I got to use the ticket system. Bruno was boom right on that ticket, buddy, and took care of that for me. He got me moved from the old chat, whatever it's called, the chat system that we were under for the memberships originally.
Upgrade.chat.
Upgrade,
that's a
migrated me. Yeah,
I know. I heard him say something about an email or something. I just gave it to him.
I mean, you could holler at him and say, "Hey, Bruno, I want to switch over," but then he's got to try to find you, and people don't use the same emails, and it's a real nightmare.
I think
it's just everything's.
I think mine's fixed already. Then I don't got to worry about that.
If you didn't get an email, it probably is. I still had my lifetime was on. Everything else was already there, but we're just migrating from the old system to the new because. Got some of the people that have been here a year or more, some of their stuff is still on the old system. We're just trying to so that somebody doesn't have to look at two different two different places for the information that they're looking for. So they're trying to get out of the one, move it all into one spot.
Right.
So it's easier on Bruno and the girls when they're dealing with those type of things behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Listen, Chris D in the chat. He's saying a lot of stuff, right?
Are you arguing with Chris D?
Listen,
Chris D, you should come up here.
Chris D, I don't know.
You should come up here, Chris.
If you was here yesterday, but I came back to my room. I had a real busy day yesterday, and I came back. Coach was here. Anytime Coach was here, I stopped doing what I'm doing. And guess what he was doing, Chris? Debunking all that stuff you're talking about right now. He just went through it. I don't know if he was here, but he just went through it. He went through all the indicators that people love to use. Not saying that they don't work, but the reason why the evil was better. You know what I'm saying? And if you was there, why you didn't say nothing about the 5 EMA? Like, why you didn't say nothing then? You know what I'm saying? It's just funny to me that you just attack everybody else with this simple moving average, but when Coach is here, you just quiet as a mouse. Like, why you won't ask him? Why you won't ask Coach why we don't use that? All right, listen, simplicity. That's what we try to do. We try to keep everybody on the same page. You're just confusing people with all these different SMAs, 5. Listen, if it's not the 9, the 21, or the 55, that's what we're working on in here, okay? If you're going to use it, fine. Don't talk about it and try to pressure people into it. I'm getting sick of it. Everywhere I go, everybody talking about Chris and his simplicity moving average on the 26-day calendar or whatever. Listen, too many EWO. That's what we on. All right, today. All right, you want to do support resistance, do it. Do it before you start the day, and that's it. All right?
But there are 1,000 different indicators. If you don't want to do with the standard the coach teaches and it works for you, have at it. But we're going to stick with what the principles the coach shows us. So,
Ralph, you are so crazy, man.
No, Ralph, you should be so introverted, man. You need to come out of your shell a little bit.
Tell us how you really feel about it, Ralph.
I just did. Yeah.
Oh my God.
We spent half a day.
These dogs are driving me nuts today. I'm about ready to scream. I got one that's sick.
Oh wow. Yeah, you said you were picking up throw up this morning.
Yeah, that's how I walked out of the bedroom, and we keep them in which I guess you'd call it a mud room. It's got a tiled floors where they sleep. So yeah,
I know one of them named. What's one of them named Jasmine? No, not Jasmine. Is it Jasmine? Yeah. Is it Jasmine? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's the other one named though? I don't know the other one.
Maddie's the other one.
Jasmine is the one that always come down there though.
My stock dog. That's
a stock dog.
Yeah.
The market is always right.
Yes, it is.
Wait a minute. Oh shit! Hold up, yo. Hey, girl, fucking hey. Yo, how you doing?
Hey.
You scared the shit out of us today. Where have you been?
waiting to get called to the back.
Oh my God.
You all right?
I don't know. Still haven't gotten it done because everything's screwed up.
You see what I'm saying?
I did go. I went to a couple places. So I went. First, I went to the place by me where I was gonna go. I get there, get all my shit out of my purse that I don't want in there. All my shit, get in. I go to get in. It's closed till 8 a.m. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm like, okay.
Wow.
So I go to the hospital further down, like 20 minutes away. I go there, it's packed. So I'm like, so I go in my car and I slept for like an hour and a half.
Right.
And then now by this time, I was freaking tired. I crashed right out. I woke up, my shoes weren't even on. I'm like, what? So I'm like, and I didn't know where I was at first. I was like, oh shit, good. My windows are so dark, nobody can look in at me. That's the one good thing. Right. So then okay, well it's just about 8, so I'll go back to where I was going. And so I go down there, I get in there, and I've got a little wait. There's people in there, and then I find out they don't have the ultrasound machine that we need, so I got to go to a hospital. I'm like, motherfucker. So I leave there. Now I'm irritated. So I decide, let me call Kaiser because now it's open. That's my health insurance. And they don't have me as a member. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I have been for like since 2010. I don't understand what's going on. But because of my symptoms, the nurse wanted to talk to me anyway. So and they can only get me in on same day appointment, and I'd have to pay out of pocket, and I'm like, I can't do that right now. You know how much that'll cost an ultrasound? So I'm like, I know I just got a card a couple days ago in the mail I'm on Medicaid is what it is, and it's through Medicaid, but it's Kaiser. And I just got a card and I didn't know what it said on it, so I had to come home. On my way home, the Fed meeting's happening, so I pull over and I trade.
Come on.
So
Christina said,
I was
forget
just
that.
talking about how crazy we are in this group, and you top all of our asses, okay?
Yeah.
This bitch pulled over to
So listen to this shit.
during the Fed meeting.
So
I'm
yeah,
dying.
I'm about to start, and
I'm
I'm like,
dying,
oh,
but
I
I
gotta
gotta
go check
trade.
out Spy, and Spy's
Yeah.
crashing. I'm like, oh, I pull over and I'm going into Spy. You know, I
Girl.
didn't have the money in the account available, so I'm like, oh, the deposit from there, where it's, you know how I play that. Anyway, so I get 2 contracts, puts, and it's going, and I'm about to like a minute, and I made $150 or so, and I'm ready to.
That's what I did.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to settle it out, and I forgot to silence my phones. My mom starts calling and texting. My sister, I'm like, mother, wiped out my whole day because I'm on the phone. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Within that quick, I'm down 200. I'm like, I text them both. I can't talk. So now,
I turned it off.
so now I've got to hedge. Now I've got to buy the opposite so I can balance it out. That goes an hour and a half. I'll never get back, right? Or an hour, whatever it is. I'll never get back. I would have been up $300. I ended up at the end down $11.
So both of
when
y'all.
when all said, yeah.
But that was
Both
pretty
of
good for
y'all.
everything.
Yeah. It could have been a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah, that
that's
probably would have
really
killed
good,
my
yeah.
family. So
wow.
You gotta turn your phone on. Well, you
I
can't
usually
turn it
do,
on
but
Do
I
Not
just didn't.
Disturb.
I didn't think of it then.
You
I
can't
pulled into the
do it.
parking lot and I started doing it like that quick, and I was like, and then boom, I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding
Did
me.
you get your ultrasound or not?
Well, wait. You know
No.
what, Christina?
No, they didn't. She
No,
didn't
so
get it
then
done.
finally I get home, I take the dogs out, I tell my mother what's going on. I'm trying to finish trading. I'm like, I can't talk right now. And then I finish and I tell her what's going on. And then my sister's like, are you home? I'm calling you. So I just got off the phone with my sister. I'm like, I still have to call. I mean, I have the card. I found it's there. I had it because I just got it in the mail. It says Kaiser on it. So now I got to get on a who knows how many hour-long phone call with the state or whatever. And I don't know. So yeah, I haven't gotten it because I couldn't.
Christina,
was
you
my
know what you
day.
should do? Because you know you got a trap phone, right?
trap?
Old phone. Like you got an old phone, like your burner phone.
I don't have a burner phone anymore. I got rid of that life.
Well,
That
do
life
you
is
have an
gone.
old phone? Like, do you have an old phone or an iPad? That's what I use to trade on. Like, I use my old phone to trade on, and then I turn it off so that whenever people call, at first both of them was ringing, and I was like, "Why the hell both of these phones ring?"
Right, both of my phones ring.
You know,
they
and I
go
guess
off
it's
each
because I
other.
was
But I
hooked up
usually
to the
put on Do Not
Wi-Fi.
Disturb. I just didn't think of it at that moment.
So I went into the settings and turned it off, but I can still place trades from the old phone.
Yeah, because you're on your phone's Wi-Fi or whatever.
Yeah, as long as I'm at home. So I started doing that to avoid.
Well, I wasn't thinking
people
quick enough. I
calling
was
and
just pulling
messing up
over
the
and trading.
trade.
And I was listening to
that's
you
what I'm
guys
saying
this
for the
morning.
next time.
Coach
the
with his
next
day
time you
off,
can
sitting
try
in there
that.
trading with everybody. How cool is that?
Right. That was awesome,
Yeah,
right?
Coach was saying something about
Coach was
I was
chilling in the
asleep. I don't know
Tesla
if I was
trading.
dreaming or
He
what,
did
but
what?
I had the thing talking.
I didn't hear what you
Coach was
said,
like,
Ralph. What?
I said I don't know if I was dreaming, but I heard Coach say that he wasn't coming, but then he was like, I'm just calling in from the car,
You know what?
for a walk.
I don't think we should be talking about it. Think of it.
He's
sorry,
in the car.
Put you out there. Look. He was, he was incognito. We don't know where Coach was today.
Right. I know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I don't know.
He's like,
But
I heard him say,
cool
"Don't
he
you like
took
my
the
days
day
off?"
Yeah, he
What
took
else
the
do
day
you do
off.
on your days off? Right?
But I was asleep though. I thought he just I don't know. I don't know what I was.
You thought he was in your dream?
The first thing that I really comprehend is whenever I woke up, Dawn was like, I won $150. Well, not one, but I just scalped $150 because I had the alarm set to wake up for FOMC.
We had a very similar experience.
Really? Did you do SPY too, both of you?
I did.
That's what I did.
I scalped it for 150 and then turned right around and gave it back.
And then I spent an hour and a half fixing it.
Yeah, gave it right back. So
I didn't. I mean, I ended up giving them $11. Now I'm like, oh man, all that time, never get back. I was up $300, but
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
What happened to you? What did you win or lose, or what happened? You gave it back?
Oh, me? Oh,
Yep.
no, I
Both
didn't
of
trade.
you. Everybody.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, I didn't
Gave it
trade.
back.
Oh, you didn't trade. You gave it back? What happened?
Yeah, so I ended up getting out of the trade too soon, basically, is what happened. It started shooting up, and instead of me being patient and waiting for that tremendous freaking drop that happened that would have fucking made me a millionaire, I get out.
That's so funny, because when I was trading, I heard you say, because I was doing mine, and I just missed it with my mom, and I heard you say, just scalp that for 150. I'm like, damn, she knows better than me, because then I couldn't get out in time, like, and it would go down, and I'm like, I missed it, so I have to wait,
Yeah.
That was when I was trying to get it back, but you said, I just got, and I'm like, that was so quick, she's so good.
That's what I said. I was like, damn, how you did it? Because it was like the line went up and then
he's
came
giving
back
me
down
so
or
much
something.
shit about it. I still made the damn trade, Ralph. It doesn't negate the fact that I initially
don't give too
didn't
much
do
shit.
that.
She won't tell you no more.
Right.
We'll just keep our shit secret.
I'm not saying nothing.
Not telling nobody nothing.
Ain't nobody. Y'all want to get the winning trades? I know I get them. Everybody talks about the wins.
What win?
That's what I was. Whenever you have a winning trade.
Yeah, I keep it real.
I mean?
I keep it real. I keep it real because it's going to be that much sweeter when it gets to the point where it's up consistently and it's always, and it's getting better and better and better and better and better. Because you got to know where I came from. So it's, she started out doing good. No, I want everybody to know the real deal. You know what I mean?
Ain't no point in lying about it.
And
anyway.
now I'm here.
Yeah.
I still suck sometimes, but I'm here.
Yeah. I do okay. I mean, I'm not as bad as I was, but I'm not as good as I want to be, and are going to be yet. So I'm right in that middle spot.
We're gonna get there. We'll be on top.
Yes. I'm not quitting. That's for sure.
I'm
here
to
not
stay. Quitting.
So
Listen,
that's
never
not
give
happening.
Up. Never give up.
I think we're beyond that point. That's the cool thing. We're beyond that.
If we were going to give up, we would have given up many losses
months ago. So we know what we're doing, and Coach has invested in me, so I'm invested in this. So there's no way I'm going anywhere. We're almost right there, Christina. We're right there, girl.
We're almost there. We're gonna. It's like right there. I can see it. You can almost reach it. Just yeah. How about you, Mark? How'd you do today?
I didn't trade today. I did it. Thank Christina. I'm kind of.
Here we go. Get a room. Get a damn room.
That you didn't get that taken care of. That's going to bother me all night tonight. Now.
I know. Yeah. Sorry, it's going to bother me too.
What?
As soon as you get confirmation, you get taken care of, because that's not nothing to fool with.
I know.
We don't need to publicly say what it is, but
I know. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nothing to play with. No, I didn't trade it. I wasn't going to trade it.
Oh, you didn't trade?
Well, I did a quick scalp of just one contract of Google when it shot up for the few minutes and then got out. I made like $30. It was just one contract in and out.
So I was going to say I only made like $1,000.
No. I wasn't going to trade it.
$30. Get that.
It was 17%. 17%.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say 1,700. 17%. That's good. Yeah.
Can I go to the bank and tell them you want 17%?
17%. Hey, we got to
buy a cup of coffee.
Hey, listen.
I gave him a bell earlier, Ralph. You weren't here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad.
That's okay.
Cup of coffee for that.
I was sleeping.
No, that's all I did.
I slept the whole day. I was tired.
Well, that's cool. But you guys are all still here, though. Whether you traded or not, you're all in here all day. That's so awesome.
That's right. I got to show up.
I was even there.
I
was sitting there at the doctor's and everything. I was in there listening when I could,
Yeah, man. Everybody. Nate asked about you. I was talking to him earlier. Yeah, he's like, "Did you hear from Christina today?" I'm like, "No." You know what I mean? And then when we got on here and we were asking throughout the Zoom call, it's like, "Yeah, dude, we were. Yeah, you're loved.
You're loved. I love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm okay. I'll be fine.
Because it was freaky. It was like, wait a minute. It's like after knowing the magnitude of it, not hearing, "Hey, I'm good," was like, and the worst started probably coming to people's minds. How come
I was just so freaking busy. My mom, that's why she started nagging me. And
I knew it. I said you were probably busy.
Yeah.
I said you're probably busy or tied up. And then who else we said? Sleep. She might be asleep.
I did that. I did a little bit of everything.
A little bit of
I
all of
slept.
it.
I was busy. I was on the phone. I traded. Pulled
Yep.
over. I was trading while I was driving. I was like, I gotta pull over. I'm gonna fuck this up. So
That's funny. That's funny. That is too freaking fun. You got everybody avoiding it. Your ass is pulling over to do it.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I was excited about that. I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is gonna be great for scalp and spy.
Yeah.
Downside.
That's the first thing I thought.
And it was. It was
did.
awesome.
Oh my God, dude, that thing bled.
That was great. I know. I said it. I went in there. I bought it, and then I bought one at first, and then it just started shooting up. So I bought another one right away. And then I blinked my eyes pretty much, and it was up $30, $60. I'm like, oh. And then boom, I'm ready to get out. Like, that was fast. That was awesome. You know, that was exciting.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
It couldn't be like that 10 times a day every day.
I did it in a put.
Yeah,
it was like I put in 10 contracts at $10 a piece, so I spent $110. Next thing I know, that shit said 140. I'm like, I'm out.
Boom, out. Yeah,
I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not shaving shit. I'm out. Huh?
And what happened?
I went back in.
Oh, you went back in. Oh, you weren't done. You went back for more.
That's the hard part. That's the part right there. That always.
You're supposed to just leave one in. Leave one so it just hangs on.
Yeah.
No.
That's
not having that, huh?
Fuck.
Not having that.
Damn.
Well, no,
you're right.
Well, no, let me see.
Talk about shaving. We were just talking about shaving.
Oh, yeah. After it went down.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny how those things just slip your mind when you're on the spot, though. That's
right.
I feel like that splits my. Yeah, I'm like, I don't even think. You know?
I need to have an out of body experience. I need to step outside of myself and watch myself trade, so I can tap myself on the shoulder. Hey, shed
myself
here.
on the back of the head. What are you doing?
Yeah, don't get out of that trade. Shave here and
yeah,
stay in it.
There. Don't get into it.
And I had 10. I could have shaved half.
Stick a Danny DeVito in there.
Wow.
That's what I always tell Christina. Christina be like, what to do? I be like, if you up, listen, take the profit on some of them and leave some of them on there. Shave off. Yeah.
I had 10. I could have shaved. Damn it.
Yeah.
And he just did it this morning.
For no reason. Like, I was getting out. It was, I only had a few. Oh, and then, I forgot to tell you what happened. So now I had 4 contracts because I had 2 down, 2 up because I was trying to fix it all right. And so now it's at the end. I'm trying to sell out. You know, I've got like 15 minutes. I'm going and going. Now I've got like 3 minutes. And right at the end, and I'm in the middle of selling one, and whoop, I'm like, they stole it, canceled it out on me. And I'm like, so I really sent a strongly worded message and in the chat because I couldn't send it on a certain thing. So I copied and pasted it all into a chat, and then they started typing back. I said, I don't even want to talk to anybody. And I got out of it.
You talking about Robin Hood?
Damn it.
What's going on?
Phone call completed.
What the hell? What happened? Stupid phone.
Wrong button.
Well, you still on there, Chris? We still hear you, Christina.
We still hear you. Can she hear us?
I don't know.
Bucket!
What's up?
Sup,
on,
bro?
brother?
Not much, man. And lady, sorry.
How did you do today?
Well, after the AMD debacle, everything went fine. I only got into 2 trades. I did one of those hot stock picks that Nate was talking about.
Oh my God. You see the screen?
Oh no, here we go. Frozen sideways.
Woo! Okay, go ahead, Bucket. My bad.
Cool. Do what you got to do, young lady. So, yeah, and then I got in NVIDIA on its major resistance level at 608 or 607, and rode that the rest of the day. But and I put it in there, Mark. I'm really getting tired of the fills on stops. I'm fed up, and maybe that's because the AMD and Tesla bites in the butt. Every penny counts.
A little bit of.
But I kid you not. There's something there. I don't get them even close. One today, I did a VWAP. I can't remember what it was. I just did a little test, and it went above VWAP, and I set the stop exactly at VWAP. And if I did that, I'd be up $3, and the fill was -12. That's just bull. And then there wasn't a huge candle. It infuriates me. So what I have done now, and for everybody listening, this is not taught by coach. This is not a coach practice. Is when I have something like I did with NVIDIA today, all I did was translate the resistance levels to the option trading chart, and I set take profits. Because let's say, for example, it's a 50-cent difference. Let's say the contract cost $5 and I want to sell at $5.50. Well, they have to honor the $5.50. It's not $5.47. It's never $5.51, or I haven't found it yet where I get the positives. But what I get is $5.50 instead of if I put a stop when it goes above $5.50 and you get $5.35. I'm just, so what I did, and I tested it today with NVIDIA, I bought 5 contracts. I put a stop, and I let the last 2 run. And I had to go off to business meetings. And by the time I came back, those 3 were hit, and I had the last 2 running. But I got exactly what I wanted for them. I got a 50-cent, $1, and $1.50, right? So on 3 contracts, that ended up to be about $400, all filled correctly. Whereas instead of waiting for it, and this is not taught by coach. I did let the 2 run. I'm just doing it a little different, raising my stops up because I'm really tired of getting bad fills. And I mean, this morning when Nate was on his, oh my gosh, what was that? What dumb
DSI,
dumbass.
DSHI?
Oh, his dumbass's comment. I mean, I just
yeah.
If you notice, one thing he said is he got a bad fill, a very bad fill on one of his trades.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there's some conspiracy. I'm not going that. I'm just saying everything that's done is going to benefit the trading platform, not you, right? Yeah. So now there is a significant disadvantage. If you put a 50-cent stop and it only goes to 49 cents, you better be paying attention if you're happy with 49 cents because you got to drag it down because it ain't going to fill. In fact, I'm pretty sure it doesn't fill until it's at like 52 or 53, right? And then your take profit is filled, right? So I'm sure there's some finagling there, but I want to start getting these numbers, and I back tested, so David's probably excited. The last 5 days trades outside of A and B, it averages about 10%. 10% of what I wanted it filled at. So if I wanted to stop it at 50 cents, it averaged that I got 45 cents, right? On a stop, not a take profit, on a stop. And so
what do they have a widespread bucket on the buy?
But it won't. So let's say, for example, I have a 50 cent. Let's say I have a 50-cent stop, and the price, the spread is at the, if you watch the options chart, it's 35 and 50 cents. Right. It'll immediately fill at 35 cents, right? Because that spread. But if I'm in a take profit and it's 35 to 50, it doesn't fill until I start seeing 55 and 40.
It got to get on the other side.
Exactly. And if I want to, and look, this, I'm not recommending this. I'm not promoting this. It's just for me. So like when the other day when coach called out a runner, I can't remember what it was. I think it may have been Netflix. And I immediately put in, I got into the run with him, and I immediately decided, okay, instead of having 4 stops below, what I did is I put 2 take profits above, and then I started dragging the stops, right? Just to protect myself, you know what I'm saying?
So that way, if it shoots up real fast, it'll sell those off.
Yeah.
And then if it drops, you still in, right?
Correct.
And so you can save some of your money on taking the loss. That's a good plan. He had it like it was in the saddle.
You become a trading MacGyver. You know that?
Yeah. Hey,
You
I
are
like that.
for every way they try to get you, Bucket. I noticed this about you. You come up with a way. Oh, you want to do that? Okay,
Yeah.
because you're a thinker.
Look, and okay, I by no means am trying to be facetious here, but I mean, if we have traders that I have $100 accounts and $200 accounts, 10% makes a crap load of difference.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, it does.
There's a huge difference between $50 gain and $35 gain when you have $100. And look, I'm not the man of the people. I'm saying for me personally, what I don't want is all my hard work to go down and be given to them. It really annoys me. That's taking advantage of me, and I get really pissed off. And I'm not upset. I get it, especially on some runners, but we've had some runners that do one knife drop, and we always get the low fill of the candle. We never get
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel you, Bucky. You trying to get the facts. Where are you gonna fill us at? Like what is the algorithm set at for the fill? Hey, I feel you want to know that.
And it's always less.
It's always less. It's like I don't even look at the price that's over there. You know how you were saying the 35 and the 50? I'm only focusing in on the 35 because I know there's no way in hell let me get the 50.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go. And the one disadvantage is if you pick a resistance line, you really got to go a couple cents below the resistance line, because when it gets to resistance line, that's usually where the spread stops. The top of the spread and the bottom of the spread stays there. So you have to make a decision and pay attention, right? When you have a runner, I mean, it's just easy. I'm going to take profit here. I'm going to take, it's kind of like digitizing what Eric Smoto says, right? He's like, I go to my resistance level and I shed. Well, I'm digitizing that because I'm going to take, it's going to stop the take profit out at that point. So it's mechanical for me. I'm not even worried about it. What I'm focused now is the other 3 contracts, 30 or whatever, that's left, because I mean, 10% is not something I want to give to them, right? And and it annoys me. So,
but I like that strategy though, Bucket, because I limit out anyway. But if I have it already preset, if it starts running up there, it'll automatically just save them off along the way, and I still got the option to drag them on my thing if I want to.
And then I take into account
presetting them.
I always leave 1 or 2, depending on how many contracts, if it's 5 or 10, I always leave 1 or 2 running per coach, which is, don't get out of the trade, right?
Exactly.
So, but what I do is when those go above those take profits, I'll start moving each one of those stops slowly but surely to the previous take profit points. They become my triggers, right? So they're all 30% below. When the first take profit's triggered, I move them up to break even. When it goes to the second, I move them up to the first, right? And then I leave them lay there, and I may move 1 to the second if we go to the third. And that way I'm assured of good profitability on those. And then that last stop is well above the start price. So even if I get a bad fill, that's still a profitable one, right? Unless it's a huge, 1 candle, $40 knife drop. So So I'm trying to hone I'm trying to hone them in, Ralph. I don't, there are definite disadvantages, right? I mean, and that is you can always be in Mark's case, because we both have it, instead of being stopped out by 1 cent, you could be take profited out by 1 cent. And
right.
But that's something that I hear a lot.
Awesome strategy.
What you just explained right there is a problem that I hear a lot of traders struggle with. I'm not listening all the time, but I'm in and out of my room, and I keep the Zoom on all the time. It seems like I'm just here at all times, but I'm not. And I hear people discussing about that all the time. They follow coach's rules. They don't want to make a trade go from red to green, green to red or whatever. And then they come up with the stop, and then they hit some out, and they're not losing money, but they're getting at a break even. And so I started hearing David talk about that. It just you got to learn how to leave the stop loss down there. Now, what you just explained, Buck, and I'm gonna start doing that, right? After I get one of them off, that's the only time I'm gonna move the stop up to lock it in, because a few times I noticed I'm getting a little small gains by putting the stop up. It come down there just enough to tap me out and then keep going. You see what I'm saying? Like I be choking it out too fast. I mean, usually when I go into the contracts, I already have my mind made up that half of this is gonna be gone anyway, right?
Yeah.
If it's a good E-way, and that's one Ewo. That's the reason why I always get in with the small amount of contracts just in case this Ewo don't work out or
Right.
whatever. Like you say, Dawn, you wait for the confirmation. I just
Yeah.
go on. I just go ahead and get in with one, a half a position, or something small. That way, whenever the trade starts to work out, I'll put the rest on. Right. So yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna have to start using that. That's a good idea, Bucket. Because it's a real struggle, and shaving really like helped it for me because I'll be having the angel and the devil in my room. When I'm trading in my room, I gotta satisfy myself and take profit. I gotta satisfy coach because I don't want to goddamn, I got him in my head talking about you choking you putting the take profit up there. No, I gotta say I gotta have half of it, and then the last little bit of it, whatever 25% of the trade, I let that run. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Those usually be the ones that be like, well, damn, if I would have left the whole position on, that would have changed my life. But I didn't know that was gonna happen. But I always leave the one, that last one. I always, you got to stop me out of the market. Like that, I'm not closing.
Yeah,
you got to stop.
exactly.
You got to stop
Exactly.
me. But
I was
I'm
going to
gonna
let
take
the
some
one run
profit.
because that could pay for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So yeah, that was my only other trade, or the only trade today, because the focus this morning was what to do with the AMD contract. So that took up the entire first 30 minutes, and then I just waited patiently.
Diesel
Okay.
Dan, thank you for the tip, brother. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. Thank you.
Doing that, Bucket, I'm just going to get the profit line up on my chart. Cause like I don't always watch the options chart, but sometimes I do, right? And I have the lines on there, and that way I can just go ahead and move them up or whatever. Sometimes I might move them up manually, or I grab them and drag them. But that's a good idea. I mean, say like if I'm going in with 4 contracts, I can put 2 take profits and then just have 2 stop losses, and have them separate. As one of them sell off, then move the stops up. That's a good strategy.
Yeah, it is a really good strategy.
It's mechanical. It takes the heart out of it, right? The only challenge to that strategy, like you said, is getting the lines at the right place on the options chart because they don't carry over, which really would be nice, but God forbid something would be easy for us.
Right.
So I'm matching up or I have to go to the 1 minutes and I match the 1 minutes up to say, okay, this is actually where 50 cent. And then I take the 50 cent and I'm looking down at the 1 minute going, okay, that was that wick. That's that. So 50 cents is right there. And that's where I put my, it's not that hard. But it's just, someone could make our lives a little easier, but whatever.
First, I used to keep my stops.
Right.
I used to keep my stops tight. I used to be like, I'm not holding through drawdown, but with the contract, you got to give it a little room, bro, to breathe. You got to give it that room to breathe because if you don't, it's going to stop you out for no reason. Then you're going to be mad because you're going to be like, oh, that contract went on to do 40. But if you just let it hang back and give it a little time, it's a hard thing to balance because it can start going against you and just take the whole 40%. I don't like to let that happen. But if it's just, you get in the trade and it's only going down like a couple of bucks, a couple of little points, you got to give it time to work itself out. And what I like to do is, like the other day, Coach was trading SoFi, I think it was. He was like, I'm using the 200 moving average as my out. If it goes lower than that, I'm out. And that's what I do when I get in the trade. That's the first thing that I start looking at, the point where I'm going to close this trade down. It's going to be way before 40%. But I leave them down there for those fast moves that just come down right back and start going back up. If I had it up there, it would just tag me out.
Yeah, but Ralph, that technique works very good because, like you said, if you go in light, you're not really. Let's say your normals is 5, but you're starting with 1. 40% of one contract is nowhere near 40% of 5. So once you're confident moving in your direction and you add, you're really not risking 40% on those others because you're already confident. And that I've got to start doing more of that, which is Danny DeVitoing, right?
Yeah.
Normally I just go, right? I do what Ralph told me on the third day that I was in the Zoom. Bucket, get in the trade. Well, now I need to start, getting in, entering, and, David's even said it. You've said it, Ralph. Don's even said, get in, test the waters. If it starts running, add another, and then, get to your number.
I got it from Nate.
To be honest, that's what I did with NVIDIA today. So
I got it from Nate. Nate used to always say that because I used to be like, man, I ain't holding through the drawdown. I'm out, right? And so Nate used to, when he come in every morning, I get in with a Danny toe. And you're right, because you can handle the drawdown. If they take 40%, if I get in a contract, right, and I just lose half of that one, the rest of them, you're right. I'm not going to lose the rest of them because I don't.
Ralph locked up.
Let's take a picture of him. I saw you.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know.
What happened here?
I don't know. My internet is messing up.
How you guys ever can take me seriously? Again, I was sideways, upside down. I couldn't even see you guys. I didn't know that was happening. I saw it when I went back.
Get a light. I done ran out of light.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Bucket. It's a hard thing to
I like that, Bucket. Because that keeps them. You use their tools against them, basically.
Exactly.
I love it.
Hey,
again, guys, it's not coaches' teachings. I'm just trying to figure out a better way not to get crap fills. And even Coach mentioned yesterday in one of his live trades, he thought he was up $700, and when he looked at his fill, he was up 17.
Like 90, something like that. Yeah, he got a bad fill. Yeah.
I mean, guys, that's serious coin. Now I know he was probably trading with $60,000, so $600 of 60,000 is only a 1% less fill. But in totality, $700 versus 17 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right. So what I do, and I know I don't. Nate's going to kill me. When I did a pre-market trade the other day, and it wasn't, I had 100 shares, I think, because, under the dollar. What I actually did is I said, okay, and, got a feeling from Nate where a good entry would be. And I said, okay, if I get hit here, and I immediately put a take profit when I did the purchase. And I said, I want to make 30% on this. Now, then I can drag it down later, but I already had the take profit in to see how it's going to go. So because you can't put a limit, right? And that's where I got the idea was from Nate in the morning, which is he puts a take profit in, and if he sees too much resistance, he drags his take profit down. He's out, right? It's that quick.
Now he's got hotkeys though. It's all over.
I know. Look out, world. He is loving those hotkeys.
Yeah, he loves them hotkeys.
Killing it. He's killing it. He gets in everything now. It's like bit bam. Oh, what's that going on?
I'm out. I'm out.
Done. Okay, just took 500 from that one.
He's gonna make $1 million tomorrow.
I bet he surpasses 2 million this year.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Doing that with those hotkeys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, girl,
he's already blasting away his limits, his
I
goals.
missed that part. Does Christina feel okay? You feel okay?
I feel okay, thank you. Yeah.
Good. You're still going back though, right? I heard part of it. I had you in my ear.
I will tomorrow or something. I'm not today. I'm tired. I'm wiped. And I still gotta talk to, I still gotta get on the phone with insurance. Anyway.
Eric Smoto, let's go, baby.
Let's go.
What's going on, Eric? What's up?
Let's go.
You traded today, Eric? Tell me something good.
Yeah, man. I traded a SPY. I traded SPY going up, and I traded SPY going down.
Right.
Me too. I had no choice.
Give us a trade, Eric. What'd you make, baby? What'd you make?
I did a little over 4 today. Right at the beginning, I did 1,200. And then after 1,200, I waited patiently for Jerome to speak. And yeah, freaking hammered it towards the upside. I did 100 call contracts towards the upside and 100 down.
Damn.
Wow.
I did
Eric.
2. I did 2 contracts.
I did 4.
Up, 2 down.
I did 4.
No, I went ahead and did 100.
Damn.
I don't blame you,
Eric,
man.
Crazy.
What I want to know is when the last time you talked to your cousin and what he said about how you became this stock market trader, because you was telling your cousin that trade all the time and he traded Pepsi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You talked to him lately?
You passed him, didn't you?
Yeah, Alex. Yeah, no, that guy, I haven't spoke to Alex, my cousin, in a minute. But yeah, he's like a Jimmy / a Brady type of level. Like when he trades like a year income money type of thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he's trading like 80 grand.
But does he
one
know
trade.
that you're kicking ass?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
He
oh,
knows.
absolutely. Yes.
All right, that's what I'm trying to
coming
say.
up in the game for sure.
Yeah.
I'm coming
I
up in
remember
the
you
space
saying
for
that
sure.
you started trading because of, what he told you and everything. I know he probably like, man, you killing me. He probably real proud of that,
Oh, absolutely. No, yeah, for sure. Talked to him, but I was supposed to go to his house because his dad had like a barbecue, and I was just super tired, from trading and just watching at the charts all day. You get tired,
Right.
Exhausting.
No, man, he's doing great. He's doing really, really good. Thanks to Coach, I'm doing good myself. Today was it's just being patient. You know what I mean? And if I felt like today was a day where you had to figure out what you're doing today. You had to have some kind of like game plan today. And you had to be very alerted today because if not, you're gonna get washed out.
Yeah,
when
I just pulled over and traded. I got washed out.
Especially when it comes to meetings like this, you have to be very alert, very, very alert. And it's not you can't treat it like an Evo play. It's gonna be like you're gonna go in and you're gonna go out. And that's it.
Right, in and out.
Right.
Yeah.
In and out, baby. That's it. And that's what I did. I had the
Super
100
scalp
contracts button right on the side on Turbo Trader. And the minute that shit broke, I fucking hit the button and I bought in and I got out really quick. And same thing when it went down, I did the opposite. When I noticed SPY couldn't break a certain resistance, I went ahead and switched it to puts and then I bought in on puts and I got out quickly. But yeah, that was just a cool play right now. Today it was fun. Was the whole scalping mentality. It was just scalp. I didn't really did an Evo play. It was
no time for that.
Scalp. That's pretty much all I did today.
Q's dropped $5 on that drop from the high. It went down $5.
Dude, my gains went up so quick. The fastest gains I had ever seen in the matter of seconds in the
they went
of an eye.
Yeah, that's how it went.
I was up I was up 1,000 and some, like in a matter of a blink of an eye, and within the minute I started I can see my gains wanting to reverse that quickly too. So once again, I got in and I got out, got in and I got out, got in and got out.
Yeah. And nobody called you on your phone to mess it all up on you too.
Yeah, luckily no. But I hate that frustration, Christina, when you're in the middle of a trade and then you get like a phone call or
I hate that for real. It's just aggravating.
Oh, your dog is barking because she wants food.
So Eric, let me ask you
I let them know too. I'm like, you called me. Why? Don't call me during the day.
Never call me.
You called me. Why?
Don't call me.
Turn all my phones and everything off at one time. But,
I put on do not disturb, and don't you know people keep calling back over and over? I'm like, are you kidding me?
They break through it. They break through it. The phone.
So let me ask you a question, Eric.
Relentless.
Yeah.
When you're in an Evo trade and you got in, do you watch it? You say you watch your trade. So are you just focused on that? You're not looking at the rest of the market. You're just focused on that and watching it go through its resistance levels? or are you
Correct.
looking for another opportunity because you think I'm in EWO, all hands on deck?
I watch mine.
So it all depends, Bucket. Like, for example, when I know when I'm in a perfect EWO setup and you know the candles are looking very good towards the upside, whether it's Apple or whether it's SPY, I will go in at a decent amount of contracts, and then once I see my second confirmation breakout, which would be the 2155 EMA cloud, that's when I will go ahead and size in a little bit more on my contracts, and then once we get to certain key levels, I basically I'll reduce my contract. So I start shaving. So I end up with 2155 breaks. I end up with 40, and then those 40 I slowly start cutting them down.
So you're watching
10,
you watch
50.
the EWO.
No, but I mean, are you looking
Yes.
at every candle as the trade is going on?
Yes, I'm consistently looking at my trade. I have my eyes glued to my trade, because I'm not sure which resistance is going to be the strongest one, right? So as we're climbing up, I'm slowly shaving contracts, and I'm only holding very, very few to when we climb up to the mountain. I have probably like 4 or 5 contracts at the very least. But yeah, it's all about shaving, man. Like I'll enter 2155 crosses. I'll have 40, and then I start shaving. I start shaving as we're climbing up.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. But yeah, today was freaking wild, guys. That was wild.
Bucket, I feel like when you ask questions, you should have one of them big spotlights.
Hey,
like with a flashlight. Like
he's very precise, and you know he's very.
It's like an interrogation.
Yeah,
I like it.
got specific questions.
Interview.
Yeah.
He's thorough. I like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
very thorough. He knows what he
Yeah.
wants to ask. He follows it through. You know, he's got the perfect execution for it. But I feel like he should just be going like that because it's just the perfect
He's
question.
like the Barbara Walters of American Dream Trading.
Yes, there it is.
The Barbara Walters.
The Bucket.
Maybe I should have picked a guy, but you know.
Yeah. We're gonna have Bucket to do inspections. You're gonna have the white glove on. Break the trade down, Bucket.
Let me check
what
this
is that
trade.
right
We
there?
gave you another job, Bucket.
Let me check this trade out right here.
You're a librarian. You give out loans.
There you go. Whatever you
You
do.
do all that, huh? Wow.
Hey y'all, I'm not joking. Right now, on one of the channels I'm watching TV is the first ever Uncrustable commercial I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
Oh my goodness.
I've never seen one either.
Oh, wow.
We
are driving that
You
market.
guys need to
You
get
know
the
what?
recording and put Nate's face in the middle of the Crustable.
I haven't eaten one
That'll
all
be
week
great.
because the last one I ate, I don't know what happened. Like I get food stuck in my throat, and the last one I ate, the bite got stuck in my throat for a while. I haven't had one since. I'm afraid I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you're supposed to eat 13 or 12 or 13 bites like
I
Nate.
only had a little bite, but it's my throat. I had a surgery last year, and I can't swallow. Like I can't take vitamins or anything anymore. Can't swallow. So I have trouble eating, and I was hungry, so I probably ate too fast. I choked on it. Death by Uncrustable.
That is not the way you want to go, girl.
No.
That's not.
Maybe it
That's
is.
not
Maybe
good.
it is. I bet that's
That's not a
Nate
good
wants to know.
promo for ADT if
You don't want
you
that
die
on your
eating the
grave,
official.
on your gravestone right there.
Yep. So seriously, I haven't had one since. I've been afraid.
And then you got peanut butter. I get it.
I had saw one of the big Uncrustables because I went by my uncle's house, right? And they have got like a lot of kids, and one of one of the kids had the. I was like, "How you get that big?" It was the big Uncrustable.
Give me that Uncrustable.
Like somebody was
The
talking
double
about.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Double
He
stuff
got
ones?
it from school. He was like, no, he was like
a double
lunch.
one. Double.
They don't have double ones.
It was really big. I said, "What the?" It was
You'll
a
really
wheat one
choke
though.
on that.
Oh my
Yeah, I was
god,
like, "What the hell?"
that would
I
kill
was
me.
like, "What? I was like, where did this come from?" You know. It was like it was from my school lunch. I guys got the peanut butter sandwich at school. I said,
Oh, those are
okay.
hacked though.
So
They
he
make
didn't
those
buy it.
themselves.
I don't know.
They make them
I don't know.
themselves. Those are the
No,
what is
no,
it
it was in the
called?
pack. It was still in the
What is it?
package. It said Uncrustable. You know,
Oh,
I guess.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
from the school lunch. I don't
The
know.
Uncrustables for giants?
It was big. It was really big. It was way bigger than the one. Like I think somebody was told out a big one, and it was my first time seeing it.
they
I said,
did.
"What?"
Come to think of it, yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
I had saw one. It was from school lunch. It was from like a school lunch. So I
I
asked him. I
can't
said, "Hey,
picture
where you
Nate
get
sitting
this
there with a
from?"
little Uncrustable eating it with his
I can't either.
And I told him all about
16
the
bites.
ADT Uncrustable situation.
Yum,
Yeah.
yum, 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 yum.
But it was like a
Remember, he
a
said his
wheat
wife
bread
counted him.
His wife
Uncrustable.
did what?
His wife counted the bites
Counted
one
his
day.
bites because she can't stand the way he eats it. Isn't that what?
He's up to 11 now. That's the largest. That's the
I
most.
thought it was 12 the other
I
day.
thought
I
it
heard
was
12.
16. One day
I
Oh,
he
heard
now
said
we're on
12.
16. I'm
He
not
said
in every
that.
free
12.
market.
I ate
long
mine in
We're up to
5.
16.
I'm putting my
5
money on
bites today.
12.
That was it. 5.
A long time ago. I think it's now down to 12. I think a long time ago he said 16 though. I think
He
the
says he
first time
savors every bite. He just
the first time we ever asked him that, he said 16 bites. I'll never forget that. I was like,
we were like,
okay,
what? You actually
like
you
4.
asking us a joke.
Crazy.
Okay, we
You
need
asked
some
him as a joke how
perspective.
many
We have
bites
to
you
ask
do.
him how many bites it takes him to eat a Reese's peanut butter cup. Okay, I'm thinking it's going to be somewhere around 8.
12.
And for me, it's 3.
Wait a minute, it
maximum.
depends on if it's a big cup or a regular size.
That's true. True.
I used to take my granddaughter 3 bites for the little ones when she was like littler. Now it's 1.
Nah.
3
Damn,
bites.
we will talk about Reese's. That's one of my weaknesses. I can't. I'm 3 weeks raw, by the way. I'm working on my 3rd week raw.
What is
And
that?
you're going to do it forever, right?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. A lifestyle change. Yeah. Just mostly fruit and some salads, but
I
mostly
got some
fruit.
good. Oh, I'm gonna go get a piece of
And
watermelon
Sunday
right
makes
now.
3 weeks.
You just made me think about the watermelon. I gotta go get a piece. I'm starving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Mark had a whole plate of fruit. He just got to eat some grapes.
Really?
But Mark,
A whole plate of fruit?
you gotta get
Cheese
the red
and
grapes.
cheese.
That was
Grapes,
And
cheese,
fruit,
peanuts.
fruit, cheese, and crackers.
Oh,
peanuts.
yeah?
It's delicious.
Cheese
My wife
head.
brought it down.
Crackers.
Can vegans
Fruit
My
and
wife
eat
cheese
brought
cheese
it down
though?
to me. No, there wasn't no
That
crackers.
was a nice
Cheese
platter
and
though.
grapes. Cheese
I
and
like
grapes
cheese.
and
Yeah.
different kinds
I
of
love
cheese
cheese.
and
I love
Cheese
cheddar
and
cheese.
grapes.
Celery sticks.
grapes
platter.
and peanuts.
Yeah.
Walnuts are
Mix
good.
everything.
Ranch
I eat
dressing.
pumpkin
We don't have
seeds
any.
by the handful, like
The
tons
real
of pumpkin
salty
seeds.
one.
Yeah.
Cookies. I like
I like
cookies.
them.
I love
Yeah,
cookies
we like
too.
cookies.
I
Take a
love
bite of
cookies.
the cookie. You gotta take a bite of the cookie every
Eat
now
the
and then.
cookie.
Well, but eat the cookie or you won't have any cookie left.
I dipped my hand back in the cookie jar and got bit today. I took a piece of cookie and then I went for more cookies. Like, no, you should
That
not
cookie
have gotten
monster
more
was in there waiting for her.
cookies.
Hey, Dawn,
Yeah. Yeah.
did you eat a real cookie?
No.
Or trading
No.
cookie?
Yes.
Eric's trading cookies.
It was
Okay.
one of
Trading
Eric's
cookie.
trading cookies. Yeah.
Take a bite of the cookie. Take a bite of that
Yeah, I
cookie.
can't have any of that. Nothing. No Reese's, no burgers, no pizza, no nothing. Just fruit or salad. And all I drink is water. That's
And
it.
no Burger King.
No. Not in
Ew.
3 weeks almost.
So
Do you
you
work
can't have
out?
any
I used to
cooked
love
vegetables.
Burger King. I do love their fries. Oh, you
Are
guys,
you
I'm
working
hungry.
out, Dawn, too?
Yes. Yep.
Are you? I need to do that. Ugh. Not
Okay,
enough time.
I have a serious question. When you have time to do all this?
That's what I'm wondering. Like,
Right.
12
you doing
o'clock.
butt clenches behind the desk? What are you doing over there?
Yes. Lunch is right here.
No.
In the shower.
12 o'clock is when I work out.
Midnight?
Work out.
No, 12 in the afternoon.
That's a Victoria
That's
said
what
What if you're in the middle of
when you don't
trading?
hear me.
What if you got a trade open?
If I got a trade, I can still see. I can look at my phone and still see because I got everything here.
I'm
I
gonna
got
yell
a
at you
total
tomorrow
gym
at
and a
noon.
bike.
I'm gonna
I
yell
tried
at
to
you tomorrow
do a
at noon. What are you
trade this
doing?
morning on that phone.
Yeah.
Excuse the language. Like that. No.
It's really small, isn't it?
God, you got to be kidding me. I don't know how you do it, Dawn. I mean,
It's awful.
the screen is this damn big and you're trying
That's
to
why it's up to my
scroll and then you
nose.
have to
I
go
go
to
like
the
this.
bottom and you go trade how many shares, blah, blah,
I love
this.
it.
And
I
if your
love it.
finger skips it, okay.
I do it.
God.
Yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
can tap the phone and the sell and buy is right there.
It's
Yeah.
okay for a backup, but no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
want my
to
whole
get out of
computer.
a trade, I'll figure it out.
It's how I
Like,
learned.
And
So
then the L2 is right there, all in that screen. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's where I watched
Yeah, the
it.
L2's 3 damn lines.
I don't know where to find it.
What
On the
you
computer.
3 lines. What are you talking about? 3 lines?
Like
I don't
30 or
know.
50
whole
lines.
I picked
L2.
the stock this morning. I forget which one it was. He was
Look, I'll
on.
show you.
No, I got the whole
Mimi.
I got like 50 lines.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I go to the
He's
stock
talking
and I
about the
see the little
L2 that's on
chart.
top of the trade widget in the phone.
Yeah, this
That's
is what I
not
got
the
from.
real
Here's the
L2.
L2. Watch this. Check it out. What stock
Yeah,
do we
the
put?
L.
Okay.
I'll pull up
I'll
SPY.
try and load it on my iPad, but
See,
I'm
look
not,
at that.
I'm not doing the phone.
Look, you see it?
The
It's all right
L2,
there.
but you, hey Bucket, you know what you
Yeah.
talking about the L2 was at? They got like a little number up in the top. You can click that and get 50 lines, and you have the whole
Yeah,
L2.
look
in
at
it.
all that.
Right.
Look at that. It's even
Yeah.
charted. See that? See those lines?
But see, what I do is, if you go down to the bottom and press quotes, right, and they have the little chart up there. If you scroll down, the L2
I don't have
and
no
the
quote
time
button.
to sell is up under that.
I don't see
Look
quote.
at
But you look
Yeah,
at
but
that.
yeah, that's how the whole L2 looks right there.
I'll be
You
right back.
looking at the quick little first 3
that.
lines
Yes.
that they give. That's not the full L2 bucket. You can get to the full L2 from right there though. Because up in the corner there's like a line that says like 3 lines, right? And
Okay.
so if you press that and add the rest of the lines, it'll give you
I
the
got
full
you.
L2. But I only use like 30 lines. I don't use the all 50. I mean,
I don't
Well, on
always
the
use all
desktop,
50.
I use all 30, right? I just bloop. Oh, that looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only go to the 50 if it looks like after looking at the chart, it's an area that the 30 is not showing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to see if
John,
people are down below
You're
that.
not doing Trading View on your computer, on your phone. You're doing that on the Apple,
On
right?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
In the morning, you could change it to smaller, like a 10 or a 20, if you want to see like where the walls are better.
Okay.
And, and then change it back.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
this phone drives me crazy. I mean,
Yeah, I think Nate says he only keeps it on 30.
That's the reason why I went to 30 because of what
But when
they
I
kept
never
saying.
see a wall, when I don't see the walls coming up, I switch it to see if I can see them better. And
Yeah.
it helps.
Yeah, I'll chart it and I'll look, and if it's an area that's not showing in the 30, I'm like, well, this is lower. So I'll open the 50 and then I'll see 50,000
Yeah.
shares sitting at a lower level. So I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, let's go down there and wait in the weeds.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I look at the L2 and I look
Opposite,
at the
yeah.
Trading View chart. And then I just damn.
The hell was that?
Yeah.
Wish my car could do that.
That was
you're
that
at
car.
Daytona.
That was Coach
Listen,
whipping
That
by.
car does that every day and it's going like 35 miles an hour. Like what? It's screaming loud.
Christina.
Anyway, what I do
Sitting in
is I watch it
Arlington
in
Raceway
Trading
or
View.
something.
Christina, you're upside down.
Am I still there?
You're upside
Yeah,
down.
we can see your nostril. Thank you.
I don't understand. My phone says phone call completed. It hangs up. You guys it all goes black. I don't know.
Now she's sideways.
Maybe that's
Now I got
down.
an echo.
We're gonna
Oh
lose her, I
man.
bet.
Is that going?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna hang up. Bye guys. See you tomorrow, tonight, later on.
4 a.m.
No, come back.
Bye. Huh?
Hang
See
up
ya,
and come
hear
back.
nothing.
I got
My phone sucks.
screenshot.
What, Mark left? Mark left too?
Yeah, he waved goodbye. Just so did Eric.
Eric left. He waved goodbye.
Oh wow. Well, I guess it's about that time though. But
Yeah,
thank you
it
guys.
It's
is.
nap time.
But
Yeah,
Bucket,
man.
try this.
Yeah.
If you're doing Trading View, just log in. If you're doing the pre-market, right? Not
Uh-huh.
options, shares. You can log in on Trading View with Webull, and whenever you put in your order, the lines that come up on your chart where you're charting in Webull at on Trading View. So when I do
Really?
the shares, yeah, you can log in to your broker for your Webull account on Trading View, right? But it only works for shares. And whenever you put in your orders, you can drag the lines on your actual chart where you're charting at. But it doesn't work for contracts, just shares. I don't know what's the deal with that. But it doesn't. Who we got that just came in?
How you
That's
doing,
Freddie
guys?
G. Oh, that's Freddie G. Oh, what's going on, Freddie?
Hey.
What's up, Freddie?
All right.
Here,
What you
loading
up
the
to?
truck, looking for cars inside the auction, man.
What you trade today?
Working.
You're always working, Freddie.
I do. Huh?
You're always working, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's non-stop, you know. I do like
3 or 4 paper tray because I have my money on fund right now. So I don't have almost buying power. But I do a few paper trade with NVIDIA. And I make like 500. But, it's driving and trading is more hard, And I can see the air too. It's all the time with the chart. And I don't see the buyers. Sometimes I'm passing a car or something like that. And it's really hard. So it's better that I have.
No, I was just gonna say it's really cool when you guys honk in the morning when Coach says about the truck driver. That's awesome.
Yeah. Right now I am away from the truck because I am trying to look a car in here. So let me show you how big is this.
All right.
Back camera. This is I had to look a car on this mess.
What are you trying to do, Freddie?
Were you at an auction or something?
You got a back
an auction? Yeah, I am in an auction looking for a car that I have to load. So I had to walk all the way. And like you see, there is a ton of cars here,
Wow.
It's a mess.
It's a lot of cars. Like they got a lot of used cars right now.
This is a big one. This is the auction name is Manhattan, and this one is in Dallas.
Yeah, I know Manhattan.
This one is in Dallas.
Freddie, where are you right now? Where are you right now?
In Dallas.
Hey,
Really?
you're close.
It's still daytime over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5:47. Yeah.
Yeah, it's daylight.
Yeah, it's Texas time.
It's pitch dark here.
I think Manhattan, I don't know. I think they're the second car auction. I think somebody is who's bigger than Manhattan is the first biggest. I don't know. I think they
Yeah, he's the bigger one.
Yeah, Manhattan. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
He's the biggest one. The second one, I believe, because there is two kind of auction. There is for like almost new cars. I mean second-hand cars, and there is wreck cars. So
the salvage cars.
The bigger, the bigger one in second-hand car is Manhattan. I pick up car here. Sometimes it's like 20 miles. It's almost new. And sometimes let me show you. For example, that Tundra is almost new. You see?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll take that. Go ahead and load that one for me.
Right. Yeah, they have some
Tundra.
yards that they be some of them only be like a couple of months old, right? They'll be 2023 cars or 2023 because like them either people done traded them in or
some is returned and all that. And some dealers, what they do is they buy a car in an auction and they put it in another one, so they make a little money, and that's it.
That's it. I know. One guy was telling me that they was having so many cars that they didn't have nowhere to put them at, so they was letting like the dealers. You can take like 5 cars with you, and then if you don't sell them, you just return them back in 30 days because they had nowhere to put the cars. Like they was running out of space.
It was like that, and this one here is a big one. I have to leave the truck.
What kind of car do you have to pick up?
Yeah, what are you looking
for? A Mercedes. Yeah, Mercedes.
A
Mercedes.
Okay. I ain't seen a Mercedes yet.
There you go, right there. There go a Mercedes. I just seen the front of a Mercedes.
No, but it's way over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to walk a lot in here. And I have 2 more, but they don't run, so I need to come back in the morning to this same auction for the falling.
Right.
You see?
And then Carvana had the car game.
Well, be careful in Dallas now.
They got Manheim and Slidell.
Why? Because Dallas is rough in some spots now. It's a big city.
I know. I come here every week. I used to live in Houston, and I come here every day.
Bucky, you stay in Houston, don't you?
Yeah, just west of Houston, Katy.
Okay.
I used to live around there. I used to live in West Bar, Highway 6. Around that area.
Yep. Know it very well. West Memorial Highway 6. Know it very well. I'm off of South Fry Road and Westheimer Parkway by George Bush Park.
Okay. I used to go around that too. But I moved to Florida in like five years ago. Yeah, when my daughter born.
Yeah.
Me and my wife was alone in Houston, so the second I don't know how to say when my wife was pregnant for my daughter, that pregnancy was really hard, and we was alone in Houston. My dad and my mom was in Miami, and I had to leave work for 2 months and more, and that's it. I say we're coming back to Florida. So, but
That's
today
right.
I tried to get into a spy too after the first, but I was unloading the truck, and I said nah. I don't want.
Yeah.
I have like a 200 buying power, and I said no. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna rip my face off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
unloading the
it
truck.
was not for the faint of heart. That's for sure.
Yeah. And it was beautiful. It was going down, then up.
Yes, yes.
It was a money maker, but I said, nah, I'm gonna rip my face. I can babysit her. So
And a money taker.
Right. Yeah.
And tomorrow's going to be just as exciting, y'all.
What we got
Really?
tomorrow?
We've got Apple, Meta, and shit. Who's the other one? We have the next big
What's
Amazon.
that stop? SHIT?
Yeah, exactly. So we have those three tomorrow night earnings. Apple, look, I'm even flicking myself. Amazon, Apple, and Meta. So tomorrow's gonna be another crazy day.
Yep.
I think this entire week is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we're just getting back to it. The year getting started now, you know.
Yep.
We had the Christmas break and it was a little slowdown, but now they're getting back to it. Hey, news moved the market, right? Earnings report, you know, news events like that, that's what it takes to make the market go up and down. Usually this FOMC meeting, it was rather weak, right? So if you're new to trading and you're like, what's all the fuss about? Wait till the next time, right? The next time, and I said that last time, ain't nothing happened. But usually what is you get new support and resistance lines whenever the FOMC meetings and stuff like that come along, right? Price gonna move either up real high or down real low. You don't chart new lines and you just keep trading, right? I don't even really try to jump into it unless it's just one of the ones where it's just dumping, and it's made easy. Sometimes it's just crazy. So just sit it out, right? And chart the new area and then start trading from there. That's what usually happens.
Yeah.
FOMC meetings and high news. Yep.
Yeah, I know Mari is gonna kill me for saying this, but for me, SPY and the Qs beside Tesla for the 2-minute WO is hard. I think more on those three about scale because you get in and out, but for the 2-minute WO, it read my first like 2 times the Qs. At the beginning, I made money, but then it killed me.
Yeah, that's some hard tickets to trade, you know. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I guess we'll call it a day. Another aftermarket in the books. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you all.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for sharing your stories and sharing what you did and offering words of wisdom to the new people down there in the chat. Everybody down there in the chat, thanks for taking the time to come and hang out at the aftermarket. And make sure you guys continue to leave comments and watch Carter's videos and leave likes and comments on them. And I will see you guys that are pre-market members in the morning.
Early, crack of dawn.
Hey, Dawn, what's 3 weeks from today?
Said 3 weeks from today?
3 weeks from today. What is it?
I have no idea.
Episode 100.
Oh, look at you counting ahead, right?
Yellowstone.
Wow. That's good, man.
Oh, 5 days a week, right? You get
yeah, because we're
I
on
say
85 today.
Yellowstone.
He's right. Yeah,
We on 85 already?
that
Are you
would be
serious?
3 weeks. Yeah.
3
Wow.
weeks
We
from
just
today
did
is
50.
100. I don't know what you're doing, but you better start planning something special.
Oh
We better
yeah.
have a
Yeah,
party.
we just
That's
did
the
episode
pajama
50
party there,
not too
right
long
there.
ago.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
we
We'll
hope
do it.
that by that day we get the 10K subscriber.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
Ah,
good.
there
yeah.
you go. That would be good.
There you
Uh-huh.
go. Uh-huh.
That would be
I
really
don't
good.
always get in to speak, but I mean, I follow every day.
Yeah, you got good
Yeah.
ideas too. That'll be
Uh-huh.
cool.
Yeah.
So we'll try to get that. Maybe we can get Coach in here to rally it up with us.
We got to
Get
find
everybody to come over.
Ariel. He hadn't been on in a while.
Yeah, at first I
I
thought
don't
Freddie was
know.
Ariel, and then I saw that it was Freddie. So yeah, we got to get him on here. But you guys
Yeah.
have a good night. Everybody
You as
get some
well.
rest.
Take care.
Yep.
Bye, y'all.
Night, everybody.
Bye. Have a good night.
You too, Freddie. Be safe out there.
Yeah.
All right.
I see through that. I see.
What am I doing? I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Everybody have a good night.